So if anyone didn't see the news that I posted out in, I think it was last week, Kit has, for whatever reason, decided she wants to be a permanent member over here on the Fluffcast. So she will be, every time I go live with the Fluffcast now, she will be sat there silently judging me and everyone else in chat. Especially Miss B, but we won't go too much into detail on that. We'll go too much into detail on that, but yeah, especially Miss B. Yes, welcome to Room 101. For those who are not familiar with what Room 101 is, the concept is you think of things that really annoy you in your life, and you put them in this metaphorical room where they disappear forever, and it's your job, or in this case, it's my job and Kit's job, to convince you that you too could do without this in your life. So if they go in the room, they go away forever. It's a magical room full of many incels that have been thrown away forever. And many a used tissue as well, but we won't get too far into that. And as I've said, oh well. And as I have said have I put in the pin message, if anyone has any suggestions that we could try and make a case for to throw into the room, use the highlight message thing, and we shall see if we can.
It's highlighting Bulwell.
Bulwell.
Oh, nonsense from Bulwell.
So how did? Okay, I have confirmed she has wipes. Okay, so we're good on that one.
God damn, yeah.
Rune, how dare you? Olives, yeah, they can go in. Middle lane hoggers, yeah, they can go in as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it in turns. We're gonna put together an argument and a case, and we're gonna let you guys vote yes or no on if it's deserving or not to go into the room. Okay. Now, I've seen some of Kit's already. There's a few she's come up with, which I don't know because I wanted to be a bit surprised. So, I think the gentlemanly thing is to let ladies go first. So, Kit, I will let you go first in what you want to put into the room.
Alright, my first suggestion for Room 101 is people that put their phones on loudspeaker in public, whether it's to take a phone call or to blast their music. Headphones are cheap. Okay? They're easily accessible. You can get wireless ones, you can get wired ones that plug into your phone. You do not need to be having a private fucking conversation out loud on the fucking bus. And you don't need to speed past me on your little Pega bike with your shit drum and bass playing.
I can't agree more.
I think it's rude. I think it's really rude.
It's really annoying when they hold their phone sideways up to their ear to hear what they're doing. Hear the conversation. It's like, oh my God.
I can hear your conversation from down the bus, even though you're holding up your ear.
It's okay. It's just a yeast infection. It'll go after a few days, but I don't need to hear it in public, okay? It's so annoying though. It's so annoying though, right? Just like, phones were designed to have private conversations, and loads of people do not have the private conversations of it. It's really fucking irritating.
I hate it. It's one of my biggest fucking pet peeves is people playing either phone calls or like their music blasting. Nah, I hate it.
The worst one is when they have the video calls and it's always like a choppy signal, so the conversation goes in and out, but they're screaming on the other side.
Yeah.
It's like,
because they're on a bus or something, and it's like they're on a bus and they're like. And they're yelling over the side of the bus and shit, like, oh.
What'd you say, Karen? I said the bins go out. It's like, it's just like, just take it off speaker, for the love of fuck, please. Take it off speaker. So, first one. There's everybody in chat that can do it. Rune, I need a poll. Do we put people who have loudspeaker phone conversations into Room 101? I'm personally for it because they are annoying as fuck. They are annoying. Have you ever heard them over your own speakers, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll have my headphones in, and it'll go quiet around the music, and then I'll suddenly think. I can hear the new song start, and then I can skip because I'm very aware that they're doing it, and I'm just like.
I do think though that they need to invent noise cancelling to specifically drown that out for people like you and I.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you want to
I
start a
do.
poll in the chat?
I can start a poll.
Yeah, start a poll.
Right.
So loudspeaker. So is it loud? People who use phones on loudspeaker, right? In public.
Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely gets a yes from me, or just straight in. But let's see what the people say. This is a democracy over here, and I rule my dictatorship. I mean democracy with an iron fist. Video calling your mum on the bus.
How long for? Like 2 minutes or a minute?
A minute.
You voting, everybody?
I think it'll definitely be unanimous. There's no arguing
Yeah,
against. There's no argument against this at all. I mean, I will balance this out. I do, when I'm in work, have phone conversation on loudspeaker. But that is strictly because I do need my hands free for a lot of the time when I'm doing my job. So it's easy to have it on loudspeaker whilst I'm doing my work. So I will admit I do it in public, but it's for work reasons.
I don't necessarily, because when men come around and do like the work in the flat and stuff like that, I don't mind it when they do that, because obviously they're working on the boiler or whatever. It's when they're on the bus or they're in their street and they're talking about how little Timmy punched his sister at school or something like that. Like, I don't need to hear it.
There was a loudspeaker conversation I overheard the other day when I was in work. It was from some when I was dropping some rubbish off. He was on the phone to social services, giving all the dirt on his kid's mother to the social service one, and whoever was involved in the case, saying, I got text messages, I got receipts, I got documents, blah blah. I was like, mate, I'm really invested, but at the same time, shut the fuck up. Just take that shit elsewhere.
Don't need to hear that. We don't need to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. Right.
Looked like it was a unanimous vote. Everybody said yes. They agreed.
I mean, that was
those.
an easy one. Like,
Yeah.
that's unanimously going in.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking with the phone theme.
Yeah.
My one to go in is people who drive and use their fucking phones.
So, like, with the phone up in the rear kind of thing, texting as well.
Yeah. I've actually seen. So, it was sometime last year, I was going down the motorway and I was passing a Tesla, and he literally had no hands on steering wheel. He was literally giving his life to this automatic driving, and he had his phone just texting on the thing, not even looking at the road. He was literally putting his life into the hands of the robot that was driving his car, going down the motorway 70 mile an hour. It really, really irks me as well when they have phone conversations like this. You know how people have loudspeaker conversations up to their chin, but the motherfuckers have Bluetooth. They have this whole system built into the car where they can Bluetooth their phone to it, but no, they'll have it like this, right to their phones. Like, motherfucker, you literally have the tools at your disposal right in the middle. Van drivers are normally the worst. Could not be more right with that statement there, Nath. Tesla drivers are the worst. That is up for debate, Miss B. That is up for debate. I hate it when they're literally just on the phone, and especially the ones in the van drivers who just lean over and they try to be clever, but like dangling the phone like this, and like dangle the phone off there like this, just so they can drop it when the police car goes by. But it's like, mate, just don't. But it really, really irks me when they're riding up my bumper, they're cutting me across, they're driving slow because they've got to send that fucking text message, they've got to send off that WhatsApp to whoever. So yeah, that's my annoyance, is people who use their phones whilst they're driving. I hate it. And I drive a lot. Yeah. And I get caught up by them a lot. And it's fucking irritating.
No, I don't drive, but I hear people who use their phones while driving. It scares the shit out of us. Like, I'll put the poll up so people can start voting. It scares the fucking shit out of me. Absolutely terrifies me.
Like, it's worse when I'm driving when I have the kid in the car, because if they prang the front of my car, war crimes will be committed. And I will be having trial at The Hague if I get my hands on them. Taxi drivers being on the phone when you're in the car is a fair. Ooh. Harris.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, even if it's on like the like loudspeaker thing, that like the hands free, I don't like it.
No.
I feel like I'm prying on a private conversation half the time as well.
And they're really awkward conversations every time as well, right?
Like... And then the taxi driver will hang the phone up and then ranting about it.
Or it lasts long enough to go for him to get back and tell you how much your fare is. Like, I'm not paying you for that. Just paying you for a phone call,
oh
mate.
God.
Nathan says slow cars. I mean, you got to be a bit more specific. Like, Harris gave the detail, and I totally agree with Harris, but slow cars in what context, Nathan? I know you like to do 1,000 in a 20, but even still, like, you got to give context here, Nath, okay?
So yeah, people who use the phones while driving was once again a unanimous vote.
Yes! Get in there.
Yes.
Get in the room, you cretins.
So our two phone things have gone into room 101. Okay, so my next one.
What's your next one?
My next one is people who hack in like shooter games, like competitive games like Fortnite and COD and Apex and I don't know what the other one's called, Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't that fucking deep, man. Like, and the amount of people that have been banned for doing it, that you don't need a third-party app to. If you need to use a third-party app to help you win the game, you shouldn't be playing it.
No, you shouldn't.
That's fucking sad, that, right? If you have to get on a Fortnite and hack Fortnite, right, just to win a match.
Yeah. Like, that crown is literally going to feed their family or starve their family.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but if you're playing casual, like casual trios or casual squads or whatever, like...
It's not that deep, bro.
No.
It's really not that deep.
And the thing is, though, if you're playing competitively, you should be good enough to not need to use hacking tools.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. It is just a skill diff. It's just a skill issue. That's what it is. But... I will add, it also highlights the problem with these free games because they can just keep creating free accounts and keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem with games like Overwatch and Fortnite and Apex now, is because they make them free.
All's up, guys, for you to vote.
Yeah. I mean...
But yeah, just practice more.
What's that, sorry?
Just like Miss B said, just practice more.
Exactly. Why you IP?
Yeah, IP ban them.
Or hardware ban them. One or the other. One or the other. But yeah, it's not that deep to cheat in like Fortnite or Apex or anything like that. Because they always get... Whenever I see like a cheater in Apex, it's always like a Predator lobby and they always get dunked on.
Yeah.
Because it's like, alright, you got good aim, but your game sense is literally abysmal. And like, you will just get destroyed by a 3-man who knows exactly what they're doing. And then it's like, oh, well, I had cheats and all that.
Yeah, we get like... beaten by hackers in Fortnite quite a bit, and it's so pathetic. Like, this is literally a game that is aimed at casual adults and children, right? And you feel the need to have third-party hacking apps so that you can see through walls, shoot through walls, have unlimited ammo. Like, you are absolutely fucking pathetic. Grow. I will not leave your aimbot alone, Nathan.
No, it goes in the bin. Is it going in the bin?
It's going in the bin.
It's going in the bin. As along with you two, Nate, you're going in the bin with that.
All right.
Right, we are 3 for 3 right now. We're doing well.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Right. I'm sticking with the phone one just for my next one. People who use their phones in the cinema.
I hate that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it makes me want to explode. Oh my shit.
And that brightness is always like mega high as well.
Bright. And it's like, one of the things that they've been doing annoying and lately now, one of the things they do lately to annoy me now is, just as the credits roll up, you know when it's got like that BBFC screen that shows you the film and the certificate and that, they take a quick picture of that to show them what they're doing. It's like, motherfucker, you do not need to Snapchat that. Like, just put the phone away. Like, if you cannot stay away from Snapchat for the length of a film, just don't go to the cinema. It's very, very, very simple. And I remember a story when...
What's up, guys?
Remember the story back when the first Avengers film came out? So that's what, like 2012? 2011, 2012?
Something like that, yeah.
It was a sold out... It was the first screen they were doing. It's a sold out theatre. And they got everyone in early, and the manager of the Odeon came in. He's like, look, we know we've been waiting for this film. We're excited to show it to you. Hope you're excited to watch it. Can we please ask that, or could we remind you that there is zero tolerance on phones? Once the lights go down, I don't see any phones out because you're just disrupting someone else's viewing, blah, 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 blah. Some guy did not actually listen to that. So as soon as the lights went down, about 2 minutes in, phone was out, and he was literally ushered out by security within a heartbeat. Like, he just didn't. He was like, no, you can fuck off, out. It's just so, like, even in this day and age, like, cinema almost died during COVID, and I fucking love the cinema. I love going to the cinema. It's great there, but it's not great when you got cretins in the corner who have to fucking send a text message back, or they have to go on Snapchat, or they have to go on fucking Facebook. Just put the phone down. Like, and
it's like you see all these people like recording like reactions to fucking big moments in films, and it goes viral on fucking Twitter and stuff before you're actually ready to watch the fucking film as well.
I don't want to see it.
Just spoiling it. Like, I get it.
I don't want to see it. All right, put it to a vote.
They're all recording it. Yeah, unanimous. Yes, people want to people use their phones.
Get the vote
and
out.
listening to that, everyone want to on. Yeah. So that was an E. We're 4 for 4. We're 4 for 4.
People who try to rely on their following to pay their bills, but are capable of getting a job, but are just too lazy to look for one and make it their followings. Oh my god. Okay, Jen. Okay, Kate. We're getting into that then.
These are going to be some fun ones.
Oh my
god. Chew really loudly.
God.
Yes.
All right. Do we discuss Kate's real quick? Because that's a bit of a juicy. That's a juicy one. That is, isn't it?
It's a juicy one.
So, I want to hear your take first. On
Hold
that.
on. So I'm kind of in agreement with Kate.
Yes.
I think it's a lot of guilt tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I struggle with money, I struggle with finances, but I don't expect people who watch me on Twitch to pay my bills. Any money that I do get from them is a blessing.
Yeah.
But it's my case as an adult to kind of
sort your own shit
figure out how to pay my bills,
Yeah.
Sort my own shit out. And it was the whole guilt trip, and it's like, oh, I've got like £200 of my rent left to pay. You're capable of getting a job.
Yeah. Even if it's part-time somewhere, like it's something.
The thing is, everybody is struggling as well. Like, and to put that pressure on your followers to help pay your bills when they're struggling to pay their own.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And it's when they use lines like, oh well, you know, if I don't pay this, then you guys won't see me next week or tomorrow. So if you guys want to see me next time I go live, you know, I need to make this amount. Otherwise, you know, can't pay the electric, or can't feed the cat, or can't pay my rent. You and I are probably saying this is like a hobby first, and like anything else that comes out of it, it's just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Polls up, guys, if you want to make a vote.
I would definitely vote yes to that.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, it feels like a major guilt trip kind of thing as well. I don't mind if you put like something up and you say, look, well, I'm having a bit of financial problems this month, like an unexpected bill or whatever has come out, and I need a little bit of help. And if people can help and they do, that's great.
Yeah.
But as soon as it's like every month, as soon as it's like guilt trip, it's nasty messages, it's because of you lot, I can't pay A, B, and C.
Yeah. Like, if you know you haven't got the money, stay within your means. Like, as an adult, stay within the means.
But then they get the whole, well, that means poor people can't have fun too. That's not what they're saying. But you deserve to keep a roof over your head before you start spoiling yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Roof first,
like,
everything else secondary.
I hate the whole, I need to pay bills, so you donate money, and then next stream they're talking about a brand new game that they've bought.
Yeah.
Or
a very large tattoo. I said the quiet part out loud then. My bad. Mabby.
We got one vote for no, but otherwise it was still a unanimous yes.
Ooh, one vote for going to concerts to get Kate to beat you to the second one then. Beat to the second one.
I saw one the other day whose throne was just paying their rent and shopping for groceries and was calling out her VIPs by purchasing the game X amount. That's horrible.
That is gross.
All the concerts are getting a large tattoo. I think I clicked the wrong one, my bad.
There is
always
one, isn't there? And why is it always my wife as well? Why is it always
count it as a yes. It's always a unanimous yes.
Why is it always her?
But like, I don't mind giving money, dude. I don't mind supporting people if I've got the means to do it.
Yeah.
But don't put yourself in debt either to support people like that. Like I said, I struggle with money, but I'm not going to ask people to pay my fucking bills for it. Yeah. If I get into a really dire thing, I might put up my coffee and say, look, even if it's £1, it'll help.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it won't be every month.
I think people do get lost in the thing where if they see someone with a Twitch tick, that means that they're making bank, but that's not always the case.
No.
It's not always the case. A lot of partners don't actually make a lot of money.
No.
You know, it's because a lot of them do rely on like sponsors coming in. It's like, oh, I'm doing this stream sponsored by X, or you know, is a paid partnership with this one. You know, but they don't actually make a lot of. It takes a lot once they hit partner. It takes them a lot of extra effort from there then to make a living that's sustainable strictly from all this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people.
I've seen affiliates make more money than a partner as well.
Oh, same. But that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
But no, I get exactly what you mean with it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one. Right. Back to you.
Ready for my next one?
What's your next one?
Right. So my next one is calling companies. Like when you call companies and you have to press the equivalent of the Cicada 3301 puzzle to speak to an actual human being. Right? That's like going through the crystal maze on the phone. Right? Like, I don't want to have to press 2, 7, 5, 3, 2, 0, hash, 9, 1 to be told, like, oh, our offices are currently closed. Please call again on Monday. Like, and you're like, I've literally been on the phone for 45 minutes trying to speak to a real fucking person, and I hate it. Like, if I want it, like, they've got the option to like customer service it online now.
Yeah.
Right. But if I want to call and rant at somebody because that little customer service robot, its AI isn't working properly, it hasn't sorted my shit out, right? Amazon's the worst for it as well.
Yeah.
Amazon's the worst for it.
Honestly.
Right? In the end, I have to request a phone call. I'm like, fuck, just give me a phone call.
It's worse when they ask you to describe down the phone to a robot what it is, and half the time they get it wrong anyway.
Oh my god. It's like when they say, please say your date of birth. So I'll say 29th of the 5th, 90, and they'll go, did you mean the 29th of June, 1980? And I'm like, no, the 29th of May, 1990. And they'll go, did you mean the 28th of March, 1990? And I'm like, no, like, oh my god.
And it's usually when you've been waiting the longest and your anger is so fueled, it's like, for fuck's sake, just put me through someone. The first person that answers says who they are and where you're calling in such a harsh tone. It's like, fuck, they're pissed off. It's like, who's angry, me or you?
Right?
Like, you're through to Karen from HMRC. How can I help you? It's like, fucking hell, she's having a bad day.
And then they'll go, please tell us your name. And I'll say like Stevie or something. And then they'll get through and they'll go, hello, Stephanie. And I'm like, are you the account owner? And I'm like, yes. Like, I hate it.
If it makes you feel better, I've had 31 years of calling companies getting my name wrong.
I can imagine yours is a Welsh spelling.
Even my own people who speak Welsh, like, they even spell it wrong. And I remember one guy, he was like, oh, can I call you Owen? I was like, no, you can't.
Yes.
And he was like, yeah, but it's easier than saying your real name. I'm like, yeah, but Owen isn't my name. I was like, what's your name? And he's like, oh, my name is Brian. I was like, all right, I'm going to call you Cliff because it's easier for me to say because it's one syllable.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, my name's not Cliff. And my name ain't Owen, so where are we going with this? Like,
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I had to. So Amazon delivered something to the flat downstairs, which is abandoned at the moment. So I had to complain to Amazon, and they would, for the life of me, I could not get through to a real person for 2 days. Right?
2 days?
And they were like, would you like to return this item? I was like, no, I'd like to report it hasn't arrived. And they wouldn't give us the report it hadn't arrived button. They just gave us the return item button. They didn't give us the refund button or anything. I fucking hate getting through to Amazon. Like, oh my god, Jen, do you know what it is? My phone doesn't recognize my accent. Neither does my Alexa. I've had to stop using it. Because she can't understand my voice.
Oh, she's too northern for Alexa.
Because I'll say so, I'll be like, Alexa,
great.
like, play Spotify or something. And she go, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I'm starting to go, Alexa, play Spotify. Like, I have to speak like I'm from Maiden Chelsea.
You really have to enunciate your words better.
I have to enunciate. Otherwise, it's all just a fucking muddle of letters that come out of my mouth.
Right, did it go through unanimously?
It went through unanimously. Everyone said that, yes.
Just
that fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, just fuck switchboard, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever noticed as well, just add on, it's like they'll go through all the options, and then some of them will go, or just please hold the line. Like, just give me that option in the first place. Like, just tell me, just like, hi, I'm so and so from Dane. Please hold the line. It's fine. I'll sit there for.
And then they'll go like, it's like, if you would like to speak to a real person, yes,
give him to me now. Give him to me.
Please press the arrow. So then I'll press the arrow and I'll be like, please stay on the line. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line. You are 15 in the queue.
Have you ever noticed
it's shut in 15 minutes?
Have you ever noticed they call everyone shortly?
Yeah.
We will be with you shortly. It's like, yeah, but that's not my name. I'm not called Shortly. It is, honestly, the struggle for fucking call centers is real. Let's just bin them off and just march on the main building. Demand them in person. Okay.
I'm glad everybody hates them as much as me. Right, what's yours?
Right, mine is something that Harris has already picked up, which is people who take 2 spaces to park. Especially in paid car parks as well. That motherfucker should pay for 2 spaces, not just the one.
Yes, I agree in the sense of a paid parking spot.
Yes.
I get that. The thing is, though, they're making cars too big as well to fit in some of the traditional parking spaces as well. I think there's some cars that are way too big, so that when you park up in a big car or a regular car, you suddenly can't open your door.
But when you've got people like Elon Musk creating SUVs that with doors open out that way, how is that fucking practical in today's? It's meant to be. It's sold as a family car, and it opens up like a fucking seagull. Like that is not practical. No,
absolutely fucking not.
No,
I don't like any of that fucking fancy
just
things.
Give me a door.
Yeah,
just give me a door.
Exactly.
It just really.
But yeah, I agree with double space, especially when it's fucking packed on a Saturday afternoon, and it's one of the last few spaces available.
And there's some cunt taking up 2 of them.
2 spaces.
Right. Oh, and it's always
learn to fucking park. Isn't that one of the basic things you learn when you learn how to drive?
I've said for years, if you cannot drive a car into or reverse a car in between 2 white lines properly, you should not be driving. It's one of the easiest fucking things to do when you pass your driving test. So just. And it's always the small cars. It is always the little hatchbacks and like the larger hatchbacks. It's always a small car that starts it off, which then forces the next car to take 2 spaces, the next car, the next car, the next car. It's always a shitty little fucking car that takes it.
Up.
What's that?
Pulls up, guys. Get voting.
This is why you don't drive.
But yeah.
I wish I didn't have to drive. Driving is a necessary evil for me. Okay?
Yeah.
I wish I could just teleport everywhere, but it hasn't been invented, and I can't use Goku's instant transmission to get everywhere, so I have to drive. It's really annoying. I wish I didn't drive. It's so expensive as well. It's so expensive. You gotta pay car tax, you gotta pay insurance, you gotta run the damn thing, and then when it needs fixing, it costs like fucking kidney on the black market. It's ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. My first car, when I was 19, I bought it. It was in great condition. Its first MOT, they passed it, but it had so much rust on it. They charged me, I think it was like £500 to fix the rust, which is half of what I paid for the car in the first place. And then the next year, they said this has got the same issue. It was £750 to fix the rust on the car. It's just money pits. The moment you buy a car is the moment you just go, I just don't like money.
No.
Just fucking throw it away. Like, you're just watching
The
it
same when you buy a house or a car, it's when you decide you start throwing money away.
But literally, with a car, you can watch your money evaporate because it just comes out the exhaust. It just burns up in the engine and then fucks off out the back. Did we
So
get...
that was a unanimous yes, 4 out of 5 votes. So one person voted no.
Who voted no? I actually want to know who voted no for double
Who
parking.
voted no?
It's got to be Nathan. It's got to be Nathan. He's a Mercedes driver now, so they are rife with double parking. Has to be. Who voted no? Or was that Jem voting no on accident again? You won't own up to it if that's the case.
I voted yes on that.
She just fucking came into my room like the Kool-Aid man. Like...
What's it like? It wasn't me.
No, she just said fuck off.
I was like,
so that's definitely a yes. It was Jem. She pressed no by accident.
Right. My next one might be a bit of a weird, but eulogies when somebody dies. First, like this one, like. Why was this person a wonderful person when they die? Because to me, I think we're all quite equally cunts and equally good people. Like, why can't somebody die and you say something like, "It was all right, but you couldn't lend them money"? Like, it was all right, but you couldn't lend them money.
He was great company.
He was a nice guy.
Just have to be careful if you watch around him. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He was great company. Just have to watch.
Yeah, like, oh my god, she was such a good person, but my god, did she do our fucking heads in with her shit boyfriends? Like, I was a really good person at times, but he said some racist stuff now and again when he had a few beers with them. Like, why can't you just be honest when you do a eulogy? Not everybody walks into a room and lights it up.
Nah,
right?
That's true.
Like, fuck me. Like, sometimes, when I've been at, like, funerals, sometimes they're like, and he lit up the room whenever he went in. And I'm like, I fucking didn't. Like, he made everybody's life a fucking misery when he walked in. He was an asshole.
Mate, I've been to so many funerals for people I didn't know, and the whole vibe was, oh, they will be missed. They were such a good person. It's like, well, I got no opinion on this person because I'm just going by whatever people are saying. And I do remember one funeral my dad went to. He got invited to, and he was just getting in the car, and he just went, I was like, you don't want to go to this, do you? He's like, no, I fucking hated the guy. And I was like, so why are you going? He was like, I'll see some people I know. He just wanted a day off work. Don't blame him, to be honest, you know.
I'll put the poll up. Everybody, poll is up. Make sure you vote in it.
I don't know about you, but my funeral, no one's wearing black. Like, nobody, like, no black, not black socks, no black nothing. And I'm just gonna make it as colourful as a Mardi Gras when I die.
I'm turning up dressed up as a dragon. Like, come at me, right? We'll fucking rock up with a little dragon onesie. And I'm gonna be like old with like my 22-year-old boyfriend. And then be like, watch this. And I like take a suck of my vape because I don't know why I'm vaping at that age, but you know, younger ones, so YOLO. And then just out a stream of smoke.
So what you're saying is, when you get older, you are going to turn into Leonardo DiCaprio, 25 and under, right?
Jennifer Coolidge. That's my aim in life.
Okay.
Is I wanna be so nip tucked,
okay,
right, at that age and I wanna always have a glass of wine in my hand. Right, and I want to always have a younger man on my arm when I'm her age. I want to look as fab as Jennifer Coolidge.
She's done well.
Wow.
She is
like,
wow.
I just. But yeah, that's my aim in life. Is that 100% yes. You're not wrong for me. I knew it. I was saying the first that this eulogy one is dead controversial, but I stand by it.
I let you put it in.
Like, it's funny that he's like, don't do anything that'll get cancelled. I was like,
yeah, that was the one rule.
Just
don't do anything that'll get me cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my one going in is movie remakes. Just stop doing them. Just stop doing them. Like, I don't want to see a 21st century version of Footloose. I don't want to see a 21st... Like, they're talking about remaking Back to the Future and, like, all the old classics. Like, just let them die. like they were good back in the day because the technology was jank, so it gave them an appeal. Like looking at like old horror films where they didn't have computers, so they actually had to use special effects and actually do work to make like the transformations and all the makeup and that. They actually did work. Like, does anyone remember who was in the remake of Footloose?
I didn't even know the remake Footloose.
My
Kevin
point
Bacon
is
was
proven.
in the original, though.
What's that?
Wasn't Kevin Bacon Kevin Bacon was in the original?
Kevin Bacon was in the original.
Yeah, see?
Kevin was in the original.
Why would you remake a Kevin Bacon film?
Exactly. They made a TV series, Baywatch, into a film. Don't want to see it. They tried to remake
Balls up, guys.
They tried to remake the Ghostbusters film with an all-female cast, which didn't work. It didn't work.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't very good.
But the thing is, though, I'd hate to see some of my favourite classic films remade for the 21st century. Please don't touch Singing in the Rain.
This is the point. If they did Singing in the Rain, the rain would be CGI'd, the actors would be AIs, and the music would be shit. It would all be rubbish.
Please don't touch a Humphrey Bogart film. Or a Cary Grant one. Please don't touch that.
Like the only decent one I've seen in the last 10 years was the first It, when he remade the first It.
The first It was good.
The second one was shit.
The thing is, though, I'm terrified of clowns, and I'm so scared of them that it's Tim Curry's clown.
Yes.
Scared the irrelevant bejesus of me that I've never watched the film or the TV series that he was in, right? Or read the book.
Really?
I do a Joy from Friends. I have to put it in the freezer. Like, I can't read it.
They're about to remake. I know they're about to remake The Crow M, but have you actually seen the trailer? It looks. Oh my god! It looks awful. It looks so bad. Like.
Ooh.
Like,
that's an interesting one.
Poor Brandon Lee died years ago. They're literally killing him all over again by remaking that film. It looks awful. But what it also proves to me, though, is Hollywood is just running out of ideas. It's like, oh, we'll just remake that one, or remake that one, or remake that one. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Leo Harry, welcome in.
So that was 5 votes for no and 2 for...
What, they want remakes still?
Some people want remakes.
Oh, why? Come on, guys. You just ruined the streak. Ruined the streak. You're not seeing the original Crow.
Well, no,
How can you be excited about the remake, Em, if you haven't seen the original?
No, the original Italian Job was fine. I'm not entirely too keen on the remake.
Oh, the original one is a classic.
The original one is a classic.
Which just goes to show.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think we should be remaking things. Do you know what? If they're not for this time because of certain things that were in there or said in there, then enjoy them in private.
Yeah.
But for their time at that point.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, the old grainy camera adds extra to what you're watching. Sometimes, like, the sound quality back then, which isn't as good as now, adds a little bit extra to what you're watching. If they remake a film, like, use the Italian Job, they tried to make it too clean, too crisp, they made it too clinical, and it just didn't feel like... Because the Italian Job was a cheeky film. It was fun to watch, like little minis driving around Italy as they pull off a heist. Like, that's really fun. And then the ending, you had to balanced on the bus at the end. You don't know what's going to happen to it. That's fun. Like, the new one was shit. It was so bad. Like, just leave them alone. You're excited about...
Exactly. Listen. Would you remake Spice World the movie? No, it's a classic. Leave it alone.
Well then. Well then. We had a Girl Meets World, which is a continuation of Boy Meets World, and it adds to the story.
I don't mind continuations of things or spin-offs or anything. I don't mind stuff like that.
Even after, even if it's like 10, 20 years after the first one.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Give me Game of Thrones spin-offs until I die. I don't care.
as long as it got Matt Smith and dragons, right?
Well, Yeah, half that fucking cast are fucking gorgeous as well. Like, I can't watch House of the Dragon without looking at fucking, is it Jace, Rhaenyra's boy, with those fucking cheekbones. He's constantly like...
Just eyeing everything
around
up.
the castle, and I'm like, guy's so pretty.
Yeah, you watch it for the plot. The plot is just a picture of him.
The plot.
The plot.
And Otto Hightower, I was fucking livid that I got a whole fucking episode like Otto heavy, right? And then they shipped him off to Highgarden like some fucking whore, right? And then you get a 1 second glimpse of him at the end of the last season, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I better get more Otto, because like season 2 has been lacking.
Oh, is it?
Right.
Not been good, is it?
Lacking. No, it's lacking in Otto Hightower.
Oh.
It wasn't lacking in anything else. There was Willie in it.
Oh, was there now?
Yeah,
So,
there was Willie in it.
oh, okay then.
Fucking, what's his name? Aemond Targaryen. Ewan Mitchell. He got his Willie out in it.
Oh, did he?
And I was all for it. Equality. We want more male
all for
nudity
it.
in TV show. Right, I'm all for it. Show us more Willies. Right. Yeah, we don't like Kristen Cole though. Like, Fabian is a brilliant actor. He's a very attractive gentleman, but when he's Kristen Cole, I fucking hate him, and I hope his face gets caved in with a brick.
Whoa!
Like, I no, Kristen Cole can go to hell.
I thought Kate said you liked him, though.
Kate is a liar. Like, Kristen Cole can get in room 101, right? Can get in room 101. Do you want my next one?
Go on then. It's Kristen Cole.
Right. Kristen Cole. Not enough Willie in TV shows, that's what it is. Too many titties, not enough Willies, right?
Yeah, you know what? It really disappointed me growing up that when I was watching CBBC in the afternoon, Dick and Dom just weren't just letting their members just hang out in the,
I know.
4:30 in the day, just letting it just fucking fly.
Not enough PP. Okay, so my next one is bus stops that don't have shelters.
Oh.
Now, I know it's been hot, right? But this is the UK, and it literally rains here all the fucking time, right? So you're cheaping out on a cheap hunk of metal,
Or brick.
right, with plastic windows that obviously the users are going to burn holes in with a fucking stolen lighters, but that's not the point, right? If it's pissing it down in December, and you're waiting for a bus, why doesn't it have a shelter?
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate it.
And of course,
Hold on,
where you live, it rains constantly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tis wet up north.
It is just a bit wet up north.
Is that why most of you have web feet? So, you know, if the floods come, you can just...
If you're from Newcastle, you'll have web feet. If you're
from Sunderland, it's different, right?
Sunderland and Middlesbrough, you do. All right. The polls up, guys. Do you think we should put bus stops with no shelters in room 101?
Yeah, don't go knocking Teesside now. Knocking Teesside. Teesside.
But I hate it. I literally hate it so much.
Yeah,
like,
no. It's just like a sad state with just a pole and a little flag for the bus stop, and then just a raised curb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then it's like fucking pissing it down, pouring it down, and you're like,
ugh.
Like, some of us aren't rich enough. Like fucking Fuzz said, some of us aren't rich enough to watch our fucking money burn away at the back of a car.
I mean, I can't really afford a car most days, but, you know, it's a necessary evil for me, you know?
I'm broke as shit, me. Like,
Hey, don't make out I'm fucking rolling in it,
me.
thanks.
I'm too broke to even learn how to drive, man.
Oh, no,
like,
you got the right decision by not learning how to drive, okay? Okay? You're better off not driving. It's too expensive. Too stressful.
Too expensive. Who the fuck voted no? You are the motherfuckers that drive past bus stops and honk in the rain. You're the motherfuckers that drive past bus stops and make sure you hit the puddle so it hits the rest of it. That's who you are who voted no.
That's clearly someone who lives in a
shame.
sunny climate 24/7.
For shame. For shame. Right. Shame on you all.
Did it get voted through though?
It got voted through though. Yeah.
But shame on that one person, all right?
Shame on those two people that voted that. Two,
That is
you're the
disgraceful.
motherfuckers that drive past and splash everybody in the puddle.
That is actually disgraceful behaviour.
You're the motherfuckers that drive past go bus workers.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
you.
They clearly live in sunnier climates than we do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay. My one is 18 to not even 18-year-olds. Whoever people who deliberately put those shitty loud exhausts on little cars. Do you know what I'm on about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm on about? It's like they reversed over a fucking church organ and then drove off. It's like, oh yeah, go, there's my new exhaust back there. Like, my friend, like, yeah, chavs, like, you do not need to fucking put an exhaust that's fucking bigger than your gob on the back of your fucking silver Micra, okay? It don't sound like a Ferrari. It ain't gonna go like a Ferrari. It'll probably fall apart in the moment you put your foot down. You just don't do it. And what makes it even worse is these fuckers, all they do is drive to a car park, whether it be like a Tesco or a Morrison's or Co-op, sit in the car park looking at each other's boots. Oh, look at this sound system. Oh, look at this sound system. And whilst their girlfriends Snapchat each other, sat in the cars with the windows up.
Yeah.
I think the
fucking cunts.
I think the impressive part is the fact that they actually have a girlfriend behaving like that. Like,
I put the poll up, guys.
like what's the sell on Tinder? You will never speak to me. You will be my passenger, and you will talk to my other mate's girlfriends on Snapchat without looking at each other. Like, we have a group that meet down in the car park down by us, and literally all they do is just stand there. Jim even said the other day they were sitting around each other. They were at a square parked up. They were sitting in front of their cars on deck chairs in the car park. Like, Jem, that was right, wasn't it? You have people sitting on deck chairs in the car park.
Why would you do that though? Like,
Yeah.
seriously?
Sitting in front of the cars with the bonnets up, showing off what they haven't got underneath, which probably speaks what they haven't got down there as well, on deck chairs. You know, that is definitely small PP energy. I don't care what people say. It is small PP energy. Okay. It's not okay to be behaving like that, especially if you're in your mid-30s and you're still driving your mum's Fiesta with a shitty exhaust attached to the back. Okay, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Yeah, I'm not all for the boy racer thing either.
No.
I hate it because you know what it is? I live on a straight stretch of road.
Yeah.
So they literally zoom past you at like 11 o'clock at night with a car that sounds like it's either falling the fuck apart or it's farting. I don't hear it.
Honestly, we live like there's an industrial estate like a stone's throw away from us, and we hear them all the time in the dead of night, like 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. All we hear is their exhaust going off in the distance. Like, oh mate, shut up. Like, no, it's worse than a hairdryer. At least a hairdryer has a use. These fuckers don't. They serve no purpose. If they didn't exist, petrol would be cheaper. Because they wouldn't burn so much fucking petrol sitting in car parks with the engines running, not doing anything, and racing from fucking traffic light to traffic light, like Leaper said there. Fucking burning through petrol as if it's going out of fashion. If these fuckers went on the road, petrol would be cheaper. I'm telling you right now. Don't need to cut fuel tax, fuel duty, whatever. Just get these fuckers off the road. Things would be a lot more peaceful.
It won, so people also put them in room 101, but one person said no.
That's got to be Nathan. Nathan loves his cars. That has to be Nathan. Nathan loves his cars. It has to be Nathan. Has to be. I will name and shame.
Oh my god.
He has to be. It has to be. Is he a No. He's not. No, he's not a chav. No. Because they got the same approval ratings, really, outside of North Korea.
Fucking sure Kim Jong-un's got a nicer higher rating than fucking James Corden. One unfunny cunt that bastard is, and apparently he's who the fuck is voting no?
Wait, someone's voting no?
People are voting no. Are they voting no to piss me off? Guys, James Corden is an unfunny cunt.
No, he's being given to Wales. Like, fuck am I taking him in? You gotta be joking. Plus, he walks around like He was successful in Gavin and Stacey. He went to America on a talk show, and he looked. I'm not sure if he was actually successful there. Whoever lives in America watched his show. I have to confirm it. He looked successful, but he walked around with this aura of, "Do you know who the fuck I am, mate?"
Yeah.
He walked through. There was that thing in the restaurant, where they had no tables free, and he was like, "I'm James Corden." I was like, "Yeah, and."
Yeah.
You're not that fucking special, mate.
Miss B, you make me fucking sick.
Oh, Miss B did not vote no, right?
Sick. She did.
Oh, God. Miss B.
I absolutely voted no to be a problem. Frank, stop!
Leap us!
However, it's still one, though. It's still one.
Yes, into room 101 he goes. Wait, Jem voted no because of Gavin and Stacey. Strictly because of Gavin and Stacey.
Because of Gavin and Stacey isn't unfunny, can't man.
I'm not.
Still loving it.
I don't support the use of AI in the arts or film or TV, but fucking AI him in. He'll do a better job. He'll be more likable.
Oh God, yeah.
They could actually AI him with a personality.
But yeah, fuck James Corden, right? Unfunny cunt, shit in the ditch, right? You could change Gavin Corden and Gavin Corden. James Corden and fucking Gavin and Stacey with any funny actor.
Literally. Just say what? Just clone Rob Brydon.
Wasn't he in Gavin and Stacey?
Yeah, just clone him. He can be Uncle Bryn. And then the other clone can play whoever, Smithy. Yeah, he can play Smithy. And then it'd be hilarious then. It'd be great. Okay.
Alright.
My next one, Russell Brand.
Ooh.
Russell Brand. Same thought process, James Corden. Unfunny cunt, he can go shit in a ditch. He's one of those people who relies on being loud, to be funny. And I've never found him funny whatsoever. All of his films are shit as well. He's not been in one good film. And now that his career is like skydived, before all the allegations came out, when his career skydived, he was like, "Ooh, I'll be relevant as an activist." It's like, mate, you're literally a multi-millionaire, and you're trying to speak for the working class. Like, that's not how it works. It's not how that works.
So, I do want to put him in room 101 because of A, the allegations, and B, he's fake activism.
Yes.
For somebody who, like you said, was a multi-millionaire living in a massive fucking house.
Yep.
Like, all this kind of stuff, and then pretending that the little people would understand him.
Yeah.
However, I love these old comedy shows.
No.
I laughed so fucking much at some of these comedy shows.
None of what he does is funny.
I enjoyed some of his old comedy shows, right? However, I would put him in room 101 because I can't look at these comedy shows the same as I used to.
Since the allegations.
Knowing who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but since he became a bit of an activist because he completely changed on a lot of things.
Yes.
And I was just like, you're no longer funny kind of thing, and you've kind of gone off the grain of who you used to be.
Yes.
Like, I get that he was a bit of an activist for, like, smaller people and everything, but you cannot be an activist as a multi-millionaire.
No, you can't. It's not how that works.
It's like the whole Taylor Swift flying whatever out on a first-class plane, or Bono calling for all that change to like, noxious gases and then flying his cowboy hat out first class on a plane. That was just the cowboy hat.
Literally.
All these multi-millionaires pretend to be activists. Absolutely fucking that.
Nah.
And I get you with Russell Brand. The poll is up for people to vote on whether we'll put Russell Brand in room 101.
Have you noticed as well?
I will say that.
Go on.
I will say that I used to like some of his comedy stuff. I used to find him quite funny, especially during Big Brother as well. But as I got older, and then loads of stuff, and he became an activist, and then allegations came out, I find him less and less and less and less funny until nothing he says can make us chuckle anymore.
Have you noticed as well, since he became an activist, he changed his whole how he dressed as well. He started to dress as if he was out of the 70s, born from a hippie. Like, all this loose clothing, the beads, the braid, like, it all changed overnight. And like, even in interviews and like certain places, he would still try to act like the old way it used to be, like really loud and really random and unfunny. But like, he just annoys me. He's just a turd blossom. Just needs to get flushed.
Turd blossoms.
Here's a turd blossom, needs to get flushed down the toilet.
That's a funny as fuck. That I like that. That was a unanimous yes.
Yes.
People are putting Russell
Fucking
Brand
get in
on
there,
one.
Russell Brand. Never show the light of day again.
But yeah, no, I'm kind of with you. Especially the whole activism thing. I hate that. I hate multimillionaires pretending to be activists.
I don't understand why Money Supermarket got Judi Dench as the face of fucking saving money. Bitch, she is a fucking multi-millionaire. Like, get Jeff from number 60 on there to be the face of Money Supermarket. I don't want Judi Dench, as much as I love her. I don't want Judi Dench telling me how to save money. Bitch doesn't need to save money. She's sorted until she dies, like, you know?
Yeah, she's sorted. She dies, and our fucking grandkids are sorted.
Exactly.
My grandkids are sorted. All right. I'm not entirely sure how my next one's going to go down.
Oh.
Should be interesting,
Okay.
though. Modern day footballers.
Okay.
Bunch of overpaid, underperforming pretty boys who are known more for their shit hairstyles. Jack Grealish, I'm looking at you. And who they're shagging than their ball skills and the skills on the field.
And the tattoos.
And the tattoos. And the little earrings and everything.
Yeah.
And like not just that, but like the overconsumption of like the things like EA Sports with like FIFA. You're literally paying like £90 for the same fucking game. But the only thing that's changed is somebody's fucking hairstyle and the fact they've got an earring in the other ear. Right?
Literally.
Right, but like Jack Grealish and stuff like that, I'll put the poll up so you can vote. But I just feel like back in the day, because I've never been a fan of football, but back in the day, I can remember Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer, I remember the days of Jose Mourinho on Chelsea, right? What a fucking babe, right? But now I feel, but a lot of them are more, but the thing is, I kind of feel like the media ruined it with the World Cup when the Wags came out.
Yes.
Right? And then it's just spiraled that way, going that way.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like now all we really know a lot of these young footballers for is how much they're making, who they're shagging, what they look like now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Nobody talks too much about the ball skills or anything. I'm about to lose this one.
I think Miss B has definitely
Fucking
voted no
football
on
fans.
this, I think. Hey, I do agree. The only thing I will say to balance it off, especially when it comes to the pay thing, like, yes, they are, I think, you know, as
I
far
think they're
as
overpaid and underperforming.
As far as, you know, what they pay, I do think a lot of them is like, it's ridiculous the amount of money they're paid, and, you know, especially like the transfer fees with it as well. The only thing I will say though is their careers can be quite short. So like, if that's their job, then
Yeah, Newcastle are shit. They are. They are genuinely shit. Our football team is fucking shocking. We shouldn't even be allowed to play football.
well, it's better than Sunderland.
Oh, well, yeah, but someone got relegated to put them. But Newcastle are shit. Like, do you know what it is? I'm getting a little bit deep here, but I used to be in a relationship with a guy who supported Newcastle, and he was a nasty bastard when they lost. And guess what? That was most of the fucking time.
Oh, no.
I just knew football night was going to be a shit night I was in for because he was just so nasty. Right? But yeah, Newcastle are shit. Although we did have one good manager.
Bobby Robson.
After Bobby Robson. But no, we had a good manager. I think he was like Spanish or something. He's a big fat guy.
Rafa Benitez?
And he was lovely. Oh, my, yeah, Benitez, because everybody had fucking chants about Benitez. Rafa. Like, yeah, he did really well with fucking Toon, and then he left and went to shit again. Eddie Howe. I don't give a shit who Eddie Howe is. I don't know who Eddie Howe is. Is he the manager or is he a player?
He's the current manager, Eddie Howe.
Oh yeah, Mike Ashley was a cunt.
Yeah, you can go.
Fuck Mike Ashley. Go to the fucking bin. But yeah, no, I just feel like modern day footballers are overpaid and underperforming, right? They literally take the tiniest tap on the foot and then roll 6 foot down the fucking pitch and cry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous.
Then they spend the next 3 months off thingy being fully paid millions and millions of pounds to do fuck all. You are literally put on a pitch for 90 minutes every week to 2 weeks to kick a football around, right? And train in between, right? To then roll around on the pitch and kiss your fellow players.
Rugby players.
Like I've seen more boys kissing on a football pitch than I've ever seen in the gay clubs that I spent money in. Like
rugby players should be on more money. They should be on more money because it's a more risky sport.
Should be on more money.
It's a
exactly,
risky
I do think
sport.
that. I think rugby's a riskier sport. rugby's a more like a heavier sport to do, and I do think rugby players should be on more money. So yeah, I'm actually in agreement with you.
I do agree with Nathan. The only thing is between rugby and football is easily more marketable because it's such an easy game to play. You just kick a ball around.
Because it takes no skill.
Anyone can play football. Not everyone can play rugby.
Yeah, I hate football, and I dislike a lot of the culture that it creates.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Like
on
a football hooliganism and all that kind of stuff.
I'm all for being passionate about supporting your team, but not to the point where you have to be racist or homophobic or even like maim or injure other people. Like it's not that serious.
Well, it's like when Newcastle and Sunderland went up against each other, and that Newcastle supporter punched a police horse.
I saw that. Like, what the fuck did the horse do?
The fact that they have to get right. Do you know what that makes me so that's the only thing that makes me ashamed of being a Geordie is the fact that every fucking derby day they used to have to pull somebody like riot police and everything out because they couldn't keep a hold of the fucking thingies. Like, just leave the stadium. Leave the stadium, you fucking ones.
There's a football derby in South America that got so bad one year they actually had to play the game in a different continent. There was people who were killed before the game even started, so they cancelled the game and they flew the game over to Spain. Like 2 or 3 weeks later. Like, fucking hell, like. No, Miss B, you don't fuck Automod. Automod fucks you.
Alright.
My next person to go into, or next thing to go into room 101 is the owner of Weatherspoons. What a sad little cunt he is. Fuck me. So
wasn't he the one that refused to pay people if they didn't come into work during COVID?
Yes. So for people who don't know, when it was announced that everything was shutting down, like bars and all that, and the furlough scheme was announced, he refused to pay his staff, his loyal staff, during the time that they would be closed, because in his words, they don't have to turn up to work if they don't want to, and they're happy to go work elsewhere. As a fucking disgrace. And the fact that he got a knighthood, the motherfucker got a knighthood for shit like that? Like, nah, that is abhorrent behavior from someone who actually looks like fucking Doc Brown put a finger fucked a plug socket. Like, it is.
Light poles up, guys. I'm putting you on their Weatherspoons.
Ever since he spouted that shit, I have not set foot into a single Weatherspoons. I refuse. I cannot fund that man. I refuse to.
Well, I do love a good spoon, so I'm not gonna lie.
Nope.
Like, I don't like the other Weatherspoons, but my god, they make good cheap food and cheap booze.
No, I can't. No matter how cheap it is, I cannot set foot in there. I can't. I refuse.
Wow, I'm looking for Geordie spoons.
You'll have if I'm ever up in Geordie land, I'm sure there's other chains up there other than spoons that are cheap enough. I'll Google it. That shows the last time you went out then.
I don't leave the house, bitch. They do microwave the food, but it's still food. I'm starving. You know, I'm just here thinking about fucking food. I'm starving.
2 pitchers for a tenner. Is that one for each hand for you, Miss B, is there?
You're still wrong with that. Somebody said no.
Who the fuck is keeping Tim out of the room? What's his name?
It was
Tim?
Kate.
Do not put spoons in room 101. No, Kate, it's going in. No, not spoons. Just the owner.
The owner.
The owner. If the owner left tomorrow, I would go back to a spoons. Spoons is not going in there itself. Just the owner. And
just the owner.
Just the owner. Okay. If he resigned tomorrow and it's someone else stepped in, I would go back into spoons. As long as he wasn't a total cunt, I would go back into spoons. But until then, I'm not setting foot into another spoons until Tim. What's his Tim something?
No idea.
Whatever his name is. The guy, he definitely doesn't deserve a knighthood, but I'm not going back into spoons until he goes. Is he gone in? Please tell me he's gone in. Please tell me he's gone. Please tell me he's gone in.
Tim Martin.
Tim Martin.
Is that
thank
him?
you.
Tim Martin.
Tim Martin. God. He has 2 first names. He's not to be trusted.
I mean, the jacket split. I read it wrong.
Kate, I say this with all the love in my heart. Stay in your lane, please. The council will be hearing about this misjudgment, okay?
I'm just a confused little guy.
I shouldn't shit talk too much. She'll get Lupin to headbutt me, so...
She got Lupin to headbutt
I'll walk
you,
a tight line there.
All right.
Is Tim Martin? Is Tim Martin in room 101? Is he gone?
Yes. He is.
Get out of here.
He's in room 101.
Get out of here.
So, my next one.
Go on, Ed.
And this is a big gripe for me with duvet covers. Right?
Yeah.
It is 2024, right? There's got to be an easier way for this. I am one tiny person with a king-size quilt, right? We've got to find an easier way to deal with duvet covers. Like, I'm sorry.
Do you have any suggestions, though?
No, I don't. I'm not an inventor.
So, you want to put duvet covers in there, but you have no follow-up replacement for said duvet covers.
No. just the plan that we need to figure something out and make it easier, like...
But surely you need the solution before you put it in.
No, I just want them gone. Like, do you know what it is? I would love it where we were in a society that didn't judge people for not having a cover on their duvet. Right?
People do that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I'll judge men when you go back with them after a night out and they've got a mattress on the floor in their bedroom. Like, I'll judge that. Right, guys, stay with me on this. Put duvet covers in room 101 for little people like me, right? But like I said, I will judge men because when I used to go back with men back on nights out and stuff like that, and they had a mattress on the floor but no bed frame, and you expect me to shag on that, like little springs poking out.
Hello.
Me time all went off.
Hello.
Me time all went off. But like you would go back with them, and like springs poking out of the mattress and fucking like you could feel the floor through the mattress. Like absolutely fucking not. Nope. It's quiet now. I don't care. It's quiet. But duvet covers. There's got to be an easier way in 2024. I swear to God, if people are...
Okay.
What do you mean no?
Okay, so...
Guys, come on.
Is the solution you sell the blanket with the duvet cover already attached?
Oh, because that would be way more difficult.
How would it be more difficult if it's already put on?
Yeah, but duvet covers are quite thick, so imagine washing one and then drying it.
What if they gave you a kit to wash it?
Imagine how expensive it would be.
I mean, it probably would be expensive, but it does solve your duvet problem.
I don't have a solution. I just need somebody who's an actual inventor to come up with something.
Well, this ain't Dragon's Den, you know.
You better see me pajama bottoms because it's hot in here. But... Guys, I'm all fucking sexy up top and fucking comfy down below. So
can we have an outfit check?
I'll the check.
Yeah, she's wearing clothes.
I'm wearing clothes. Yeah, so we get the duvet blankets and then we put covers on them.
Coverless duvets are a thing, apparently.
Yeah, but like people judge you for that. People judge you for that, right? I can't believe that people voted no. What is wrong with you all?
It's not going in.
Right, no.
Oh!
I've got to stay with duvet covers? God, you're all cruel. Right, you're all cruel.
I mean,
it should be something fucking easier than this. I can't. Can you? I'm 4'10", right? I'm 4'10", and I've got a king size quilt. Can you imagine me getting? Honestly, you should hear us crying in the next room, right? Because I've pulled the duvet quilt cover over it as while I'm putting the quilt in, and then I can't get out.
So when you hide under duvet covers, you must have one hell of an adventure. It must be like a fucking a cheap version of The Hobbit in there.
That fucking quilt fort, right? Make us some tea and
England is fancy. Lepus, have you seen the past week? Motherfuckers are destroying half the country and it's fancy?
Yeah, it's not fancy up here. It's not fucking fancy up here.
It's got
Yeah, it's like a fort, like little sticks and then like a blanket and everything. But yeah, no, I don't know. All you tall people, right? without your fucking difficulties with your without your fucking quilt difficulties.
You are the same height as the gymnast Simone Biles.
And I bet she has problems with her fucking duvet covers as well.
No, because her husband is like a peer NFL player, so he probably does it for her.
Someone's a lucky bitch then. Someone just need to tell a man 5 times to change the fucking duvet covers.
Oh, fucking hell. So duvet covers, you're safe for now, okay? Kit will just have to deal with the fact that she just needs to get a smaller frame, okay? Smaller duvet and smaller duvet cover.
I have a double bed, but a king-size quilt.
Why?
Because I like it. Because it's comfier. Like, it goes over the edges. I like that. I don't like a quilt that doesn't quite go over the edge. Like...
Yeah, but you're about that tall, though. You don't need a blanket that big.
I just need to cot me in a little blanket. That's all you need to do is hide in the cot with a little blanket.
Moses crib for you. It's just someone to kick it every so often, just to rock you, you know, in the night.
Oh, I'd like that, actually. I would genuinely like that. Can we put me in the Moses basket in the then?
Gladly, gladly. I'm sure half a chat will tuck you in and, you know, rock you to sleep as well.
I have to. Just... Right, what's your next one? Because obviously I lost on that one.
David Beckham.
Ooh, that's an unpopular thing.
No. It will be popular in a minute. So, David Beckham, who I genuinely, when he was part of the team that got the Olympics in London in 2012, and they were handing out MBs and OBs and knighthoods to whoever, I was actually a bit gutted for him that he didn't get at least an MB, because I thought he did a really good job of promoting the country, promoting the culture, doing all that. And he's always been, you know, a very positive person in the community and very positive everywhere he goes. But that all changed in 2022 when he decided to give a massive middle finger to Amnesty and stop. He was always against the Football World Cup being played in Qatar. He was always against the way they treat women, the anti-LGBT message over there, the slave workers, the deaths and building all the stadiums. He was against all that, and they gave him a check for 250 million to promote the country and say it's all good, and he took it and he started saying all these wonderful things about Qatar. I rest my case.
Yeah.
Motherfucking can go in there before. Like, why does he need an extra $250 million? He is rich beyond his children are set up. His children's are set up. He didn't need that. He could have stayed being an ambassador for Amnesty and doing good things, but no, he decided to take a bit of money on the side and was like, oh yeah, Qatar's great. It's amazing. And if you actually watch his promo videos for Qatar, he knows nothing about the country whatsoever. You can just tell he's just a paid actor, just getting poked. Like, oh, say this, say this, say this, say this. He can go in the room and he can disappear.
I would put David Beckham in room 101 as well.
Yeah, rich people don't need to get richer like that.
I can understand that he's probably like he's quite humorous in places and everything, but I've just never been a fan.
But when you're an ambassador when you're an ambassador for Amnesty, and then you take a load of money from a country that has horrendous human rights records, and they go, oh yeah, no, it's great, it's fine. Ignore the fact I've been campaigning against it for the last 6 years. It's fine over there. You'd be fine. And then, you know, no, you don't do anything for me. You can get in the room for all I care. Get in the room.
I will start the poll. Are we putting David Beckham in room 101?
Yeah, he deserves to go into room 101. Ooh, yes.
That's a bit of a controversial one, that one.
But it's a correct one.
It is, to me it is, because I've never been a fan. I'll be honest, I've never been a fan. He's not my cup of tea. But I can understand why you're putting him in there.
Yeah.
A lot of people that do that for Qatar, though.
Yes.
Like, advocate themselves as LGBTQIA plus friendly, or like allies and all this kind of stuff, but then will literally not pass up a massive paycheck to...
They'd sell the community down the line for a bit of money and a packet of wine gums.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is crap behavior. I'm sorry. He always told his children to earn their own money. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
And yet his children earn their own money through fucking the fact who their parents are. So you won that one. You got to put David Beckham in room 101.
Off you go, David. You won't be missed.
I literally didn't think that David Beckham
You will not be missed. Hi, Loki.
would be in room 101.
No, he's gone. Gone.
I didn't think that. That's rather surprising. Well done.
Yeah. Mr. Pretty Boy.
Okay.
Mr. Pretty Boy's gone in there. Just need his wife in there now, and all will be right in the world.
Remember when she was pretending to be poor?
Oh. Down to my last 10 million in my islands. Help me. Go on then.
Right. So my next one is the overinflation of gaming technology or like hobby stuff due to COVID and things like CEX, eBay seller, scalpers, and that kind of stuff. During like the absolute fucking price of Pokemon cards these days.
Yes.
You used to be able to log on and you could pay maybe £250 for a Charizard, and now it's like £50,000 for a Charizard.
Yes.
They're opening brand new cards and already valuing cards at like £350.
Yeah.
They're pieces of cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are bits of fucking card, and then they fuel this fucking overconsumption
Yes.
of shit.
Yeah.
The amount of people that will, like, as well, is, do you remember when you used to be able to go into the likes of CEX and buy a PlayStation 1 for £80?
Yeah. Like 400
And now
quid
it's like 500,
Yeah.
400 quid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all the video games that you used to be able to pick up for like 90 quid or so are now 500, 600 quid because they're rare.
Yeah.
Because they're no longer like made anymore,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I get why the prices are like that to a degree, but I kind of put it down to COVID, people being bored and stuck in their houses, getting back into hobbies that they used to have.
Yeah.
A lot of like Pokemon card collecting, a lot of nostalgia for like older games and technology. Like, I remember before COVID looking at a pink Game Boy Color for £40 in CEX.
Damn.
Right? And it was fully working and everything. And I thought, I might come back for it. And then after COVID, this, like, it wasn't pink, but there was a Game Boy Color that was fully working, right? And it was like £370-something.
Jesus.
Didn't come with games or anything, it just came.
Just the console.
As a game, it's just a console.
Damn. Oh.
And I think like collectors have ruined a lot of stuff. Collectors did ruin Beanie Babies.
Plus, influencers ruined a lot of the card games because they would mass buy stock for giveaways, but then they would realize, I have like actually all the stock, and then like people would complain, there's not enough of this thing here, so then prices went up then because there was the demand for them. So all these influencers getting all these boxes. It's like when fucking was it Logan Paul spent $250,000 on Pokemon cards, which turned out to be fake, which is what he deserves anyway. But they turned out to be fake, and like it was shit like that which helped like basically jack all the classic cards up. It's like, well, if you bought that for $250,000, how much is my Charizard, Squirtle, Blastoise, Venusaur? Where like people like that just ruined, they saturated, not so much saturated the market, but they basically made other people look at their shit and go, well, if he's paid that for that, I'm gonna start asking $5,000 for this and be asking $15,000 for that. So yeah, I'm, as someone who has played in TCG games and card games, I fully support the fact that people do quote prices of cards before the set's even fucking out. It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Really frustrating.
Yeah. And then you get people like really dizzy to get that particular card and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all the retro gaming collectors as well have seen such an uphill battle to collect classic stuff that they used to play and stuff like that at their collection, because a game that used to be £80 that they could buy after a month is now looking at 800 quid.
Yeah.
£1,000.
Ridiculous.
And £50,000 for a Charizard card.
Yeah.
Base one. And you're thinking ESL, it's a piece of fucking card. They literally did print it again.
They did, but it's obviously the values put in the year it was printed.
Yeah, it was printed.
Yeah.
But why should the value be put in the year it was printed?
Because that specific one isn't printed anymore.
No.
That's what it's down to.
But they went ahead and did it again. They printed the exact same card again.
They did.
But with the little icon for the newer set. But what I'm saying is, it's not printed again. But it can be.
Yeah.
They printed it again. They printed the whole fucking set again.
Yeah.
Right? Like...
Oh, no, I
get...
Oh, yeah.
The One Ring card that was pretty but damaged, yeah?
Yeah. Post Malone spent like a few million on it. But he's like I didn't mind that so much because there's only one of that card. And he bought it for what he basically, the guy, he didn't mind paying whatever it was. And he actually flew the guy out to where he lived to hand deliver the card as well. He's a full... I don't like his music, but I like him as a guy. He is a massive nerd, Post Malone. So
yeah,
he is a massive, massive nerd.
Yes.
Have you succeeded?
That one?
Yeah.
Yes, it was unanimous for everybody. I'm glad you're with us on that one because I like to collect retro stuff. I mean, I think some people have seen that I've got some old PlayStation 1 games that I've still got and everything like that. And I would love to be able to collect some more that I don't have physically anymore. But looking at the prices of them, I'm like, I'm not paying that much for a fucking disc and a booklet.
No, like a lot of the prices have come down a bit now. Like once things started opening up again, like a lot of people were looking towards like Japan and China when they were opening because that's where lots of the cards are printed and then shipped over. So once they started opening up, the volume went up, which means more is more available, and then it rippled down then. But it took a while because it used to be that like the elite trainer boxes used to be around like the £50 to £60 mark at like the height of COVID. Now you can get them for like 35 to 40, so it's about right to where it is, you know. But I'm fully with you on it. Rent being over £500 a month. Yes.
That goes in Room 101 regardless. That's fucking disgraceful. That the height of rent at the moment is just, like, I hate it so much. Yeah, ours has just gone up again now from next. The cost of living is fucking disgraceful at the moment. Oh, it is. That goes in Room 101. Cost of living. Yeah, that's not even up for debate. That's just going in. Exactly. That's just fucking going in. That. What's your next one? My next one is Logan and Jake Paul. Both of them. I'm not sure if this should be up for debate, but in case you guys need a brief history lesson, one of them decided to mock fucking suicide in the suicide forest whilst wearing an alien hat, which, by the way, was the first time I ever knew this guy existed. Never even knew this guy existed until that video circulated. Then there was also a video of him a few years back where he actually faked getting shot in a hotel window in front of kids, like, who were standing like on the floor, and they saw like they had like fake blood splat against the window. Logan's obviously done that crypto scam as well, and hasn't refunded anyone, despite the fact that he said that he would. Jake filmed and was part of the riots that happened in America. He was part of the looting. I don't know why he has to fucking loot anything. Motherfucker's rich anyway. He's let's be honest. He ain't no boxer. He is not a boxer. If you put him in a ring with a professional his size and weight, he would get concussed within one punch. I would have literally loved to have seen him go up against fucking Mike Tyson. I would have as well, but not as an exhibition, as a proper fucking boxing match. Because if Mike punches him properly, he'll probably kill him. Yeah. If Mike Tyson can still fucking punch, like, you know? And Logan Paul's gone into wrestling now, hasn't he? He has, but what really annoys me the most is Jake Paul got a fucking Netflix documentary. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, Jake Paul had a fucking Netflix documentary. And all this fake beef between Logan and KSI, and now they're fucking best friends, and they're trying to push this fucking shitty prime drink onto kids as well, and it's like, oh my god. It's like a shit that just won't flush down your toilet. It just sits there. No matter how many times you flush it, it keeps clogging and clogging. It just won't fucking go away. And both of them are just ridiculously horrible human beings that just need to fuck off. They just need to go.
couple. They did that.
They're in
prime
room
drink.
101.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Logan and Jake. It was Logan and KSI that did the prime drink. Jake had nothing to do
Logan
with
and
it.
KSI. No, Jake is not anything.
Jake thinks he's a
wasn't there an
rapper.
argument? Wasn't there an argument on Logan Paul's podcast between them because Jake has his own drink or something like that, and he wasn't allowed to have it in the room with them or something.
Something like that.
Because Logan's prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
but they're in room 101.
It just goes to show what a lot of, because apparently they used to be on Disney. I don't even recall them ever being on Disney or being part of like the Disney furniture. I don't recall them ever being on it. But the first time they were brought to my attention was that video with him in the suicide forest.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever heard of Logan Paul, and then it brought his brother Jake to my attention. And then didn't all that fucking shit happen with Jake and like all these girls and stuff in that fucking hype house or whatever it was?
What astounded me in that video as well is the fact that he went to a suicide forest and was shocked to see a body. It's like, read the fucking room as to where you're going, mate. Like, it's not. You know what I mean?
But a lot of those influencers from that time period, though, like shock type stuff. Jake is a racist as well, isn't he?
Yeah, massive racist. He keeps calling out, I don't know why, but he keeps calling out Dana White as well. And Dana White just keeps saying, just do a drug test and get you in the UFC and you can fight whoever you want then. But he won't do a drug test because he's on crack.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Yeah, the Paul brothers going from 101 for me. Fucking useless cunts. This is what I mean about making stupid people famous.
Literally. It's what happens when you give money to people with no IQ.
Yep.
Literally what happens. Like, oh.
No, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely no fucking IQ whatsoever.
No. I could rub two fucking sticks together and have more IQ than them.
Yep, you could.
Are they going into the room?
They're going into room 101.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, they can fall into the void and never return, and I will not be saddened by it.
Nope.
Off they go. Bye. Go on, Em.
Right. My next one.
Go on.
Garden gnomes. Because why? Why? Why garden gnomes? Why do they exist? They're fucking horrible. Out with your decorative shit. Right? Garden gnomes are fucking terrifying. I don't need like little old men to be flashing their bums at us or sitting around on a rock fishing or anything in my garden to make it look nice. Right? I think they're tacky and I hate them. Right?
They're colourful. Big beard.
Nope. Nah. Gnomes are sexy. No. But yeah, I want garden gnomes in fucking room 101.
So what if they did House of Dragons?
I wouldn't buy them.
80 price, or you've got to get around
the polls up. The poll is up, guys, to vote whether garden gnomes should be in room 101.
Send her a picture of our... Yeah, we do actually have a garden gnome.
Oh, no.
It was a present. We didn't buy it. It was a present. It's actually quite cute. And butter. He's got his arse hanging out.
He fucking do.
I'll send you a picture of him. He is called Buttocks.
He's like, no, I'm sort of a little bit scared of them. I don't know why. Like, they just make it easy because I imagine they'll probably come alive at night.
Violent Legion.
Yeah.
Like no real life Romeo and Juliet when you go to bed, like.
Oh my god, look at everybody with the fucking gnomes.
You have a pride. Whoa, they have a pride gnome? Bruce Campbell has a garden gnome.
Well, that's fine as long as Bruce Campbell's body is pressed up against it at night to keep me warm and safe, and I don't care if he's got garden gnomes. They're still going in the bin.
Can someone clip that up and I will tweet that to Bruce Campbell to see if he reacts to it?
Yo, I know. Please don't.
Yeah, look, someone clip that up so I can tag Bruce Campbell in it. See if he knows it.
Sure.
If he remembers the kid exists.
Mr. Campbell, please. I love your nose. But yeah, God knows need to go in the room all the while. I'm sorry, that fucking horrible little bastards. Why are people voting no? Oh my god. No for gnome, right?
Gnome!
Because no is in that word name doesn't mean that you vote no.
Hey.
Stop voting no! People are voting no just to be little menaces, aren't they?
Just Bruce Campbell has one. Has a
Well, you know, you can't be perfect all the time, so somebody's got to fall somewhere. No, oh my God! So garden gnomes are gonna stay in existence.
Yes!
Seriously.
Hey, when you see my garden gnome, you'll understand.
I'll be fucking terrified. No, oh God, you guys, come on, you want to be on my side here?
He's got a little bird perches on his little bum. Okay.
I know you're a menace, Ghost.
Yes,
I know you're a menace. Oh God, so I lost on that one.
The thing is, Moz, we could put Kitty Pryce in there, but she's going to jail anyway, so we'd have to get her out and then put her in.
She
got arrested. Got arrested coming off a plane. The irony, she got arrested coming off a plane, not going to a bankruptcy. The fuck did she afford to fly out the country in the first
Silly cunt. Silly cunt. I have no idea if he has them. I'll find out, don't worry.
Kit, if there's anyone who'll find out, Kit will find out.
I'll find out. It's alright, I'm pretty sure the restraining order is like not too far from like his front door anyway, so I'm alright.
We find out she actually has a nanny cam hidden somewhere in her.
As long as I stand 50 meters away from him or any member of his family, I'm fine.
By the way, Bruce, she has a nanny cam in your house somewhere. Here, or just move. Leave everything in there. Buy new things.
Don't, it's in his dressing room, don't do that.
Okay, mine is, I think I discussed it. People who put chocolate wrappers back into... if you were one of those people, that Game of Thrones shit, happily pelt. Why do you feel? If you are one of them, I would like you to explain.
I'll start it.
There we go. If you are one of these people who puts the empty wrappers into a celebration tin, I need to know the why. Because you bring great shame upon your families. It's not
okay,
nice.
so I'm kind of a little bit of both. Is that I hate it when I open the tin and find that there's just wrappers in there of the really nice ones, but I am also the person that is too lazy to go 2 rooms across and put the wrappers in the bin and back in the tin.
Why? Why? Why do you do the things that you do? Why? I thought we were friends here. Apparently not. It's like I don't know you anymore.
I'm too lazy.
That's 4 years of friendship. That's down the drain now. You're my mod.
It's because you're lazy, right? To go into the kitchen to put like the wrappers in the bin. I got a hair on me lip and it's stuck on me lip gloss. But like, I get it because like, if anybody else does it, I'm fucking fuming, right? Because, like, where have all the Malteser ones gone from the celebration? That somebody's just left the wrappers in there, and it breaks your heart when you're like, it's just a wrapper. But then I'm a man the cunt that does it, so
yeah, I'm devastated when there's no bounties in there.
Oh my god, I love a bounty.
Fucking love a bounty. Tell you what.
Everybody says bounty's the worst. I think it's Snickers.
It's an absolute dystopia in here. Well, welcome, Lester.
Welcome, Mistake.
I mean, I've just learned one of my trusted mods likes to watch the world burn and leave empty wrappers in sweet tins. I'm devastated by it. Honestly, there will be an investigation and there will be a hearing. The council will hear of this. Kate, get your gavel. I tell you what. Speaking of bounty, Jem got me a little mystery box of sweets earlier, and one of them was bounty wafer rolls, like the Milky Bar wafer rolls.
Ooh.
And I also, it's down in my box somewhere. Hold on. Not that kind of box.
I was just getting these box out on the street.
No, it's 18 plus after all. Look at that.
Oh my god, that looks so nice.
Galaxy coconut, yeah.
Ooh.
She also got me creamy coconut flavored Dr. Pepper.
What does that taste like?
Creamy coconut flavored Dr. Pepper. I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
It's in the fridge. I'm saving it. Looks lush. Hell,
But that galaxy coconut looks fucking lovely, by the way.
I might eat it on stream
So,
and make ASMR noises.
It looks like I'm going to room 101 because you want the...
Be gone!
Oh,
There will be an investigation and you will be brought to trial.
Listen, it's because I'm too lazy. Are you not being like so full after your Christmas dinner and you're just eating? You just like throw back the tin, right?
She did it to me last Christmas. Gem, she did it to me last Christmas. I was devastated. She left all the Galaxy Caramel wrappers empty in the fucking tin.
Well, I've covered in Gem. It's fine, pet.
You can fucking both go in. I don't care. It's a cheaper than divorce to stick you in room 101, to be honest.
Listen, okay? Listen. You've not ever been so full after your Christmas dinner. Jem will be with us on this. So full after your Christmas dinner, and you just eat chocolates in front of the telly, and you can't be bothered to move, so you just throw the fucking right back in the tin.
Right, I don't actually recall us eating chocolate after Christmas dinner. We usually gorge on it leading up to Christmas dinner, like the days leading up to it, and then you get the Boxing Day second meal, and then afterwards it's just a clear out. You know what I mean?
Then you snooze, you lose if you're like not fast enough to eat the nice ones. So
she leaves the fucking wrappers in there, doesn't she?
It's just to remind you that you snooze, you lose. So
no, none of that. None of that. No.
Yeah. But I guess Jem, come on, last week I got a room on one.
Well, she does drink rosé, so you're in good company there.
I'll bring a bottle and we'll have a tinny celebration.
Is that White Zinfandel or?
It is pink Moscato.
That's her favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her favourite.
Moscato. I love a pink Moscato. It's a barefoot pink Moscato.
Yeah, that is a fit. The White Zinfandel is the fallback. Is the fallback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the White Zinfandel as well. The barefoot White Zinfandel if they're out pink Moscato.
Kit can bring the wine. I'll bring the bounty. No, you'll bring the empty wrapper. You'll bring the empty wrapper of a bounty because that's what you deserve. Honestly, this is scandalous. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. My own wife and one of my most trusted mods have betrayed the chocolate tin. Can't believe it.
Oops.
Right, see if you can redeem yourself in your next suggestion, okay? You know?
How soon Christmas season begins?
Yes, yeah, I can't
Well, I mean,
argue
to be
this.
listening to Mariah Carey in October before Halloween's happened. I'm sorry, but all I want for Christmas is you. Like, I get, but you should start writing your Christmas list and like, if you run and get the North Pole and get it in stock and everything like that, you'd be writing your Christmas list sooner than fucking October, hen. Not that I need to hear Christmas music in like March, but what I'm saying is, it's not just how soon Christmas begins, but how late it ends as well.
Oh my god!
I can recall still listening to Wham in January. Right? And I hate Christmas music, Jem. I don't need to hear Mariah Carey or fucking Shakin' Stevens in October before Halloween has even been, right? And I wish Halloween was more of a commercial holiday over here in the UK.
I do as well.
I do. I really do. But like, I don't need it because by the time December rolls around, I am sick to fucking death. Sick to the back fucking teeth of George Michael, and I love George Michael.
No, alright, I can stop you right there. The Wham Christmas song is fucking bleak and terrible.
I do Wham Halla every year. Whamageddon every year. Yeah.
Closest I've made it to is Christmas Eve. That's the closest I've gotten.
Jem, you're going to love me because not only do I have a mini Christmas tree down there that doesn't have a stand, but my Christmas tree is still up in my window in the living room.
Kit, for fuck's sake.
Because
Kit.
I couldn't be asked to take it down.
This is the wrappers all over again.
It's still up in the living room in my main window because I could not be fucking asked to take it down. Right?
Can we get some hearts in
I
chat?
couldn't be asked to take it
to
down.
work retail at Christmas because I've felt that pain.
I can't see from here. I was going to try and get full. I can't see from here. But yeah, my Christmas tree's still up.
That's disgraceful. Sorry, but...
The thing is, it's August now, and if I can take it down, because I need to put it back up in December.
Oh, come on. That's disgraceful.
It's still decorated, and now and again, if I'm watching a TV show in the living room, I'll put the lights on just for the twinkly thing.
Did you time it?
It's for ambience.
I have to ask. Do you time the light twinkling on when there's a Willy present in House of Dragons just to like give it an extra ambience?
No, because I was very shocked to see him in House of Dragons.
I couldn't reach for the remote. I was too shocked. Worked retail for nearly 20 years. Oh god, yeah. See, Harris has got the same. See, Harry, right, Gem. Read what Harris says and understand where my Christmas spirit has gone, because retail sucks it out of you. Honest to God, it's like a never-ending Tory government working Christmas in retail. It's fucking dreary and depressing.
Yes, I would like to put Christmas music, because at the end I start losing my. I'll put the poll up, everybody, so you can start voting. Okay. I start losing my festivity.
Okay, when is it acceptable for you to start hearing Christmas music?
First week of December, from the 1st.
1st of December, right. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
And I'll semi-allow it until the 30th of December.
I'll allow it till the end of the year. But once the 1st of January comes round, no more Christmas music.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it ain't Christmas anymore after the 26th to me, so...
Oh, same. If I had my way, the tree would be down on Boxing Day, if I had my way. But I don't get my way.
My whole thing was, so I put my Christmas tree, because it's my first Christmas tree that I've had since I moved in here, and I was dead excited with the girls, and my plan was to take it down either on Boxing Day or just before New Year. It is now the 9th of August and still fucking up. And
how long has it been up? Since 2023?
Since December 2023.
By the time you put it down, it'll be December again. You'll have to put it back up again.
So I'm just leaving it up.
Just don't get lost in your duvet, and it will never go down.
If anybody asks, I'm just gonna be like.
But if no one hears from Kit for a long time, just send a search party out to her duvet.
Yeah, I was lost in my fucking duvet.
Lost in the duvet.
Because you bastards wouldn't let it go at room 101.
Rightly so. You can't take something out like that and not bring a solution. It's alright taking them out.
My solution is just to get rid of them, like, or at least somebody who's got a better brain than me to like figure out like a
smaller duvet.
Yeah, because then I'd still get lost. Like, I just love to live in a society where we don't judge people for not having the fucking colour on their coat.
I'm with you on that one. Just get a smaller duvet and your problems will be reduced by at least 30%.
Yeah. Early Christmas music is going in room 101.
Yeah. Like, for me, for ages, Christmas started when I saw the Coke advert.
Yes.
With the truck.
And that usually played in like the first week of fucking December as well, didn't it? Or like the last week of November.
It is. Also, from a retail standpoint as well, the moment at 10 o'clock hits on Halloween, all the Halloween shit is taken off and all the Christmas stuff is shoved on. It's depressing. Or Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween needs more fucking love, man. You know?
I know. I love Halloween. I know it's one night a year, but oh my god, we could just do the whole of October. Spooky month.
Right?
Love it.
Love it.
Do it.
Yeah, see, we're all for Halloween. We love Halloween. We're
all for Halloween, yeah.
Fucking right.
Fuck Christmas music in October. Like,
Halloween has nicer colour palette to pick from.
Like orange and black and stuff like that.
And purples, yeah.
Purples, greens, yeah.
The nice colours.
And Christmas is red, green and white.
Yeah, like, that's my country's flag colours. I don't need to see that at Christmas time for a month, you know? I see it every day. Nothing new to us. Right. My suggestion is people who bring trolleys to the basket section of the self-service.
Ooh.
Because they take for fucking ever to scan all their shit through. And it's never usually a small shop either. It's literally a full week shop in the basket till, which is meant for basket items. And they have a whole section dedicated to your trolley. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She heard us besmirching Christmas. She's wandered in. Gem, put it down. No one needs to get hurt. Okay. You heard me shit talking Christmas. She's not happy about it. But no. Now, when you go to a supermarket now, they have the self-serve for baskets and they have the self-serve for trolleys. And yet, you'll still see more trolleys in the basket section than the trolley section. And it's always a full shop, and they never bag anything as they go. They just leave it out on the thing. So it takes them about half hour to scan it through. They've had about 10, 15 times, oh, item not recognized in the bagging area. And then it takes them another half hour to fucking bag it then, whilst they're trying to hold on to their 2-year-old. This wants to keep running off because he's bored, rightly so. But they keep yanking and dislocating his shoulder to fucking pull him back into the trolley. And it's like, all of this could have been avoided if you went to A, a human being, or B, to your fucking lane, you stupid dick.
Well, there's up. I agree with you.
I sound like a grumpy bitch then, but like, it's just annoying. Just go to a fucking...
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. I don't like that because as well, it takes up a space that you would need, and then it takes loads of space in that tiny little area as well.
Right?
Like, because those fucking basket serving areas are not small either. No. They are not small. No. Like, there's in one of our local Asdas, there's like a really wide section. It's got like a bunch of like, it's only got like 3 conveyor belts for trolleys, but then there's loads for the basket ones. Yeah. But it's so small and confined where the basket ones are. And if you put a trolley in there, you're not getting moved.
No.
You're not getting moved. So no, I agree with you on that one. I can't stand people do that. People who leave trolleys instead of putting them back as well.
Like it's not difficult to put it into a bay, is it?
No. And they leave it in the car park as well in the middle of the road.
Don't even.
Yeah. And then gets blown by the wind into people's cars and shit like that. People shouldn't be allowed to use trolleys if they can't use them properly.
It's probably the same people who double park that can't push trolleys, who use trolleys properly.
Yeah.
It's all full circle. It's all full circle. Hi, Gore. Welcome in. Welcome to rant session.
We're 101 in this shit.
Can we also add the people who take forever because they just let their little kids scan things? Yes, my God, yes. Throw them in as well. It's the same people, Leapus. It's the same people. They'll put their kid not in the trolley seat, but in the trolley. We've just had a whole thing where people are very thing about hygiene, and because of COVID and that. So they'll let their kids play around in the mud and in whatever, and then they'll just put them in a trolley where all your food goes. And then they'll take them out and they'll let them scan everything one by one. And it just makes everything worse.
Yep.
It's bad. Bye, Rune. Have a great night, buddy. Love you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't like that as well because, like, I get the kids are like, let me scan it. I'll take that and I'll go, right, scan. And then I'll be like, we're in a rush, man. Like...
Literally. Like...
You want a fucking rush, Petal? Like come on.
Our kid wants to do it from time to time. So, like, we'll just, like, move his hands and arms in the direction of just to speed it up a little bit. Like, he's alright sometimes. When you see a queue, it's like, oh, just hurry up. Come on, then. Come on. We do let Jack scan things, but that's usually when it's quiet, Gem. There's not, like, half of the town waiting behind us to come use the same till that we want to use.
Those people are going into room one.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
off you go. You want to use a trolley? Go scan it in the trolley bit.
Uh-huh.
Come on then.
So this is a big one.
Oh, God.
Hopefully this is a unanimous
bigger than the
one
rappers?
as well. Yeah. Grown men excusing their inability to not message minors. There are children dying in this world, and these motherfuckers are still allowed to breathe. I'm talking, I don't care, I'm talking the daughter disrespect situation. Mm-hmm. I'm talking all these people on Kick who are like, I love 16-year-olds. I love 16-year-olds. Like, all these people who say, I message underage girls because I thought they were my daughter's friends.
Oh, like, it's so
all
creepy.
This kind of stuff. You should not be messaging a minor that you have no connection to at all.
No.
Right? Like, the only thing that I would say that would be sort of responsible is if it's your own fucking child.
Or letting a minor...
A family member.
Or letting a minor in an 18-plus Discord with holy men.
Yes.
Yeah. We both know who that is.
Yeah, we know who that is.
Oh, what do you like of me? Rather 2 girls, I second this. Damn right. I found out someone like disrespect messaging my kid Yeah, I'd fucking fly out to where he was.
Right, and I don't care either if they are influencers or they make a lot of money. I don't give a shit. Poll is up, guys. Please cast your votes about whether we are put these in room 101.
They go in
But yeah,
for
I
me.
don't care if they are like that are disrespect or anything. If you are messaging a 16-year-old girl sexual stuff, you're a scumbag.
Yes, you are.
And you deserve to lose your head over it.
Fucking groomers.
Like, yeah, it's grooming.
Yeah.
It is, right? And there are so many men out here excusing the fact that they couldn't stop messaging them.
Yeah.
I was weak. Or she didn't look 16. I knew she was 16, but I never shagged her. But you still messaged her.
It doesn't matter. Like,
You still sent inappropriate messages to her.
You still plan to do something with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they go not just into room
Straight
101.
into room
I think they need a special room. They go into room 102 because what they do is so abhorrent. It needs to be its own separate room because the amount of men we could throw in there would overflow 101.
Yeah.
So they need their
it
own
would.
separate void that they can just get evacuated into.
Yeah. But yeah, letting like children in the 18 plus discords.
Yeah.
Letting children in 18 plus communities.
Yeah.
Um,
And by the way, it's not the job of the streamer to parent fucking kids. If we put on there
It's not.
this 18 plus and there's enough filters on there to stop kids going on it and they still go into it, that's not my fault. It's not kids' fault. It's not anyone's fault. If you say it's 18 plus, that's the parents' fault.
yeah. Fucking look at what your kids are doing online.
Exactly.
Watch what your kids are doing online. It is not up to technology to parent
Nope.
them. Other people on the other end of them, because it ends up doing stuff like this as well. Like you get some weird ass men fucking doing shit like this.
Like, if
Like look at fucking the whole data disrespect thing and everything like that. And then all these kick streamers. That guy, I can't remember what his name was, where he's like, I fucking love 16-year-olds. I love them. I love underage girls.
can't
And
remember
then
thinking of.
he got that.
I
know
know
who's that.
the clip, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
Oh, well, they're all going to room 101, which I'm very fucking glad to see.
room
I'm very
102.
glad to see. Room 102.
Because there's too many of them to stick in that in 101. There's too many.
And it's so shocking, especially like the whole Sneeko thing as well, with like Charlie from Mice Critical, to the point where he had to take a break
Yeah.
from the internet. And Sneeko was like, I think we should be able to marry girls as soon as they start menstruating.
Like, what the
As
fuck
soon as
is
we can
that?
breed them.
Like, what is that?
Like, and you're defending Sneeko? Like, fucking have your head checked. Take a look at yourself.
Yeah. And that whole Mr. Beast thing is just slowly snowballing as well.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing the amount of men that are chatting to like 16-year-old girls or 16-year-old boys.
So fucked, right? Like, it's not okay. Let's not normalize it. It's creepy. Let's call out for what it is.
And also, let's not say it's not paedophilia. Right?
It is.
If they're underage, it is.
It is.
I know there's a certain term for it and everything, but it's still Nazi behaviour, so stop it.
Yeah.
And all these people using that fucking situation for clicks on Twitter,
Oh my god.
making disgusting polls about whether or not you thought it was a misjudgment.
It's not a misjudgment, you thick fuck. He knew what he was doing. And I love that guy with the fucking the rollback as well. The constant. Ooh, and this. You know what? I wasn't gonna put this in, but we're putting in fucking streamer brain. It's going in. It's fucking going in.
Streamer brain rot is a big thing, and I've noticed it a lot.
Yeah, streamer brain rot is fucking gross. And just adding on to what Kit's alluded to there, because we know exactly who it. We're not gonna name drop, but we know exactly who we're referring to. This guy used the Dr. Disrespect situation as a way of clout chasing to try and gain a bigger audience, improve his numbers, whatever, blah blah blah. He had an opinion on it. He posted that opinion, made it very public about his opinion. Notice his numbers started dropping because of that opinion. His follower count, view count, whatever. He just said his numbers were dropping, and as a result, he decided to take that back and put a poll up instead, and deemed Dr. Disrespect's actions as a poor judgment. No, poor judgment. No. What Dr. Disrespect did wasn't poor judgment. It was fucking gross. And the fact that and Kit knows this, every statement he was trying to do, he tried to keep retracting and try and roll it back and try and take it back. It was already there. Like, he'd already made his point very, very clear that he was putting what Dr. Disrespected down as a poor judgment. Why? Because he noticed that because he called Dr. Disrespect out for what he was, his numbers started dropping. His viewers started dropping. Whatever. He just said his numbers started dropping. So he was so worried about his own channel and his own numbers and his own thing that he decided to go back on his own decision and was like, nah, he's not actually a predator or groomer or anything like that. He just had a very poor judgment. It's like, no, there's no fucking poor judgment when you're messaging children. There's nothing like that. And just to expand it out a bit, no decision you make on Twitch is worth compromising your morals or your principles for anyway. Especially if you treat it as a hobby, like I do, like Kit does, and like many of you in this chat do as well. If you believe something, you stick to it. You don't just go back on what you believe just for the hope of that one extra follower, that 0.2 of an increase on your average, maybe that extra sub in the future. It's not worth it. If you believe in one thing, you don't suddenly retract that statement. And then just because someone comes in and showers you with something doesn't mean you automatically go, oh yeah, I don't really want to ban them. No, they go against what I believe in. I don't want to ban them because they gave me a lot of bits then, or they gave me a sub then. It shouldn't work like that. If someone's being gross in your community, regardless of how much they supported you or how long they've been in it for, you just get rid of them. You don't keep that around. You don't keep that rot around because that spreads through your community like a wildfire. You don't look at numbers. You shouldn't look at numbers when you're a streamer. You should always look at how your community is and how your community grows and how people interact in your community and the people are coming in and coming out of your community. You should always keep track on that. No decision, nobody's worth keeping in the community if they're just going to create a toxic environment. Nobody is worth the hassle to keep in for that. And for that reason, there's so many people, so many streamers, no matter how big or how small, make that decision solely based on how they interact in the community. If they're promoting them outside of their socials, if they're always liking their videos, they're always giving subs, always giving whatever. That shouldn't matter if someone's being a toxic little asshole in your community, or if you know someone being a toxic little asshole. Not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth it. So anyone who thinks with stream brain, they can go.
Yeah, I've actually started a proper stream of brain rot. And it does deserve to go into Room 101. I am with you. Like, the thing is, so I've been on this platform for a long time, before COVID was a thing.
Yeah.
Since 2018. And I think that you see all these people try and make friends and make connections and everything like that. And then we'll call people their friends and everything like that, but we'll never check in on them.
Yeah.
We'll never... Like, all the conversations are centered around content. Kind of thing.
Everything.
You know, you don't have to meet somebody to make them your friend.
No.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the least you can do is respect them.
Yeah.
Right? And you see all these people then wonder why they keep losing friends or losing sponsorships and stuff like that. They start to foster a very toxic community because they begin to care more about who's in that chat, who's giving money, than who has watched out for them along the way.
Yeah.
And I took a massive step back from Twitch for a year and a half, and I truly found out in that space who genuinely wanted to know me as a person.
Yeah.
Because when I said I'm quitting Twitch, people like Fuzz, like Kate and everything were the only people that were still around here and didn't care about what I might bring to the table, but everybody else stopped engaging with us and didn't want to know anything. But as soon as I came back, more people started engaging with us more.
Yeah.
People that I've never spoken to before but have followed us for ages. Like, streamer brain rot is such a thing.
So bad.
Like, and I think, here's the thing, is when I say to people, my DMs are open, reach out to me if you ever need to talk. That is not me wanting you to come into my stream. That is not me wanting to gain something from you. That is me reaching out as a human who's also been lonely. Yeah. Right? And understands that the gaming sphere, and the gaming sphere as a woman, or the gaming sphere as a neurodivergent or anything, is incredibly difficult to navigate. Right? Is that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like, streamer brain rot, Room 101.
Yeah,
people who think with streamer brain, Room 101, and it's actually people who voted. It's gone into Room 101.
Yes, off it goes.
Yes,
because you and I have had so many conversations about everything else apart from content. Like, you and I barely talk about content.
He's got my number. Because he has my number. We talk about everything. We talk about content if we're doing it together. Like this. We've talked about the podcast and everything going forward and everything. But other than that, it's just checking in on each other. It's talking about work. It's talking about life and the kids and Jem and what's going on at home and everything like that. And Fuzz is checking in on me to make sure that my mental health's okay. Like, that's what it's like because I count Fuzz as a friend. So therefore, I don't look at it like, oh, I can gain something from Fuzz or he can gain anything from me. It's more like me and Fuzz wouldn't care if we both sat in here with 5 people in our chat.
We'd still chat the shit.
Right? We chat mad shit together, right? You can't put us in a fucking room or on a fucking phone call without us chatting mad fucking shit together. And one day I hope that I can meet like you and Jem and stuff. It's something, whether it's like we talked about, it's like we talked about those fucking streamer events.
Yeah.
Like all these ones that are going on, right? People go to network and that's fine, but a lot of us go to meet people.
Yeah, 100%. That's what's
I'd love to meet folk at these things. I don't need to talk about content or anything, but what I like is when you get people out of this sphere and off stream, you find out who they are as people. When you remove yourself from that, right? When you remove yourself from the content space and you take it outside and you start trusting people, right? And you start forming actual genuine friendships, you then start to find out what people are like, whether or not you should trust them or not. Because if they continue bringing up content and numbers and oh well, you know, we could do this together or we could do that and all this kind of stuff, it's like no.
Like,
right?
Like especially if you treat it as a hobby as well. Like, if you just treat it as a hobby, then you're not taking it seriously. So you shouldn't feel the need to constantly talk about content or numbers away from the Twitch sphere. It shouldn't be number one priority. Like RawCon last week, there was so many people there. Obviously I'd known through the stream team. I'd love to have met, and thankfully I met a load of them as well. But it was just so nice, just having a night of just talk about not Twitch content, just talk about games, chatting whatever bollocks we want to do, and just having a good time. Like, that's what it should have been about. Like, it wasn't there for networking, it wasn't there for, you know, to try and gain numbers or gain followers or anything like that. It was just having a fun with a good group of people, and that's literally what they should be treated as. I know some people who take Twitch a bit more seriously and want to make a career of it. Okay, you can kind of understand it a bit if they're talking about the content, because they're trying to, I guess, trying to gauge ideas, bounce ideas off people, see what lands, and, you know, whatever. So I can kind of get it to that extent. But when it's people that you've interacted with, like you and I, we've known each other for 4 years, never met in person, hope it happens one day. But like
one day.
But I know if it happens, we'll probably never talk about Twitch.
No.
It'll be about everything and anything else apart from content.
Like everything else.
Anything else.
Because that's kind of what happens when you form friendships outside of it. Like Frank said, me and Frank never talk about, well, we'll do. If I'll bounce an idea or something, or Frank might bounce an idea off me now and again. But me and Frank literally just talk. I mean, I send him like Florida videos, and I'll be like, is this legit? And he's like, yeah, that's welcome to Florida. And I'm like, okay. And like, he checks on us every day and everything like that. And like Jem reached out to us the other day, right, just to check that I was alright after you told her that I was having a hard time. You have spent every day checking in on me for weeks now, right, because you got worried about us at one point. You know, me and Kate speak about everything but content unless we need to talk about it, you know. And I've tried to make sure that my community are very aware that they're not just a number. Right? Because to me, I don't care if there's 5 or 50, 10 or 100 in there, as long as I can still have a laugh and do what I'm passionate about and share that with people who I also have something in common with, then that's fine. And I never want my people to feel like they have the need to apologise. This is it. Toxic streamer culture is that your viewers feel the need to apologise if they are not there all the time.
Yeah, I decline apologies like
I hate that.
Because life happens. You can't account for life happening. It happens.
Like, oh my God, you've got kids and a job and family and your own streaming or your own hobbies to fucking engage with. Yeah. Don't apologise for that.
I will never guilt anyone for not turning up to one stream or to whatever.
No.
They can like I've had some people not being able to turn up for months, and they'll turn up. So I'm sorry, I haven't been here for a while. I've been off with so and so. It's like, I don't care. You've been off busy. Like that doesn't matter to me.
Hi, I'm so glad you're back.
The fact that you're safe and you're doing well is what matters to me the most. Like, I don't. It doesn't matter if you don't catch all of my content or catch all of my streams, or you only watch me once every 6 months. It doesn't matter to me as long as you're safe and well and you're keeping yourself safe and well. That's what should matter. You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think streamer brain rot in streamer culture is such a fucking thing that needs to get in the bin.
Not many people believe me it exists, but it fucking exists. It does exist. Yeah. It is a thing.
It needs to get in the bin. It needs to get in the fucking bin.
It's gone in the bin. Like, honestly, you could put me and Kit in, like, if we could just do an unplanned podcast and we would probably talk for hours just about shit. But we would chat for 4 hours about nothing else, though. We'd be able to start It would probably just take one word and be like, oh god, here we go, right, and we'll just talk about that for 4 hours. We'll just shoot off, like.
Because where me and Fuzz have talked since he won his little award at RawCon, and I've come on a bit more permanently that we're probably going to do a bit more of a regular podcast. Not be like a set date or time or anything like that. I mean, whenever Fuzz has got the time kind of thing, and then we'll do it from there. But we're going to put a lot of focus into it, and some of it's not even going to be planned. We're just going to be like, all right, we've both got the evening free, so we're going to do a podcast together, and we probably won't have a topic to fucking talk about. We'll figure it out from there. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll go from there, and I bet you any money we could fill a 4 hour slot with fucking bullshit, right?
But again, like, we've built
just a Room 101 subject, and we've gone on to it for 4 or 5 weeks now.
We've built that connection. Like, we spent that time in the years that we've known each other, wanting to bond over something that isn't Twitch, which is the difference.
Yeah.
Like,
because we talk outside of Twitch. We don't just only talk online. You know, like I said, he's got my phone number. Jen messaged us when I was having a bit of a bad time. And it's a big thing for me is to form friendships with people in this space, because I'm agoraphobic. I don't leave the fucking house, right? I don't make friends very easily because I don't leave the house to meet them. I look out the window. I'm like one of those fucking dogs that curtain twitches. You see them all the time, right? But I don't go out, so I don't make friends in the traditional way. I make them online, and then it's nice to be able to just talk about your day with people. You know, that will talk about their day with you too.
Yeah.
And you can have nothing going on, but you'll still find a subject to fucking chat about.
100%.
You know, I've been dead excited because I've had a really shit week this week, and I've been dead excited to do this fucking podcast. Dead excited to do it, like, because it's so much fun. It's therapy.
Therapy.
Bit of a fucking glass of wine, bit of a fucking rant, right? That's what I'm here for.
And as long as you guys enjoy it, then we'll always, you know, do our best to pump it out for you guys, you know? That sounded really naughty then, didn't it? Fuck here now. I could have used a better choice of words then. Right, I do believe it was onto you. What's next?
It's on me.
What's next on your list?
My next one, oh god, hold on, I'm gonna unlock my screen. So prepared.
Oh god, no.
The smell of weed in public.
Oh yeah.
Things like BO, it's fucking disgusting. It's like sweaty socks.
It hits hard,
right?
Doesn't it?
It's horrible, right? So I'm gonna put the smell of weed in public in room 101.
Just as clarify, I got nothing against people smoking weed. If that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. But just be aware, like, if you're doing it in public, it absolutely fucking stinks. It's a wretched... It smells different when you smell it out in fresh air than it does if you smell it in, like, a confined space. I swear it does.
All is started. Please vote. Right, but I literally hate the smell. I used to have a neighbour downstairs that smoked a lot of weed, and he used to smoke it in the house, which was fine until the smell started seeping into my flat, because he smoked that much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is he smoked that much
he smoked that much that my kitchen, bathroom, and part of my living room absolutely hotched.
Shut up.
And then, then my landlord complained to his landlord about it, right? Because my landlord was like, because it's against my tendency to smoke inside the flat.
Yeah.
Right? So he complained, and the landlord had to go with him downstairs. So he had to smoke at the front door, but then my bedroom and this office room was stinking like weed. I couldn't win. don't mind if you smoke weed. Like, you do what you do, but be very aware that it affects other people around you. But I don't think, it was affecting but that was more my landlord kicking off than me. Like, I was trying to stay quiet and stay out of it, but he didn't like it that it was affecting his flat. But yeah, the smell of weed in public. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like smoking or vaping in public either, but I get that people do it, kind of thing. But weed is a different kind of. It's wretched, right? Yeah. It's a different kind of smell. It's like somebody's boiled sweaty socks and beard, right?
It is such a pungent smell as well, isn't it? There's no getting away from it.
Yeah. Sorry, my camera's not fuzzy. It'll correct itself, I promise. Oh my god. There we go, hey! Right.
It's Strawberry Sune, you know.
I know.
No, I do get like, and it's always like, it's never just like a gentle whiff of it. It's full on as well, isn't it? Like walking into a wall, full on smell.
It gives me such a stomachache smelling it though. I don't like the sound of it. It's horrible.
It does make me lightheaded. I usually get it if I'm driving in the van or in the car. Like it'll just hit me like a fucking sledgehammer. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone in.
It's gone in. It's gone in.
Oh my god, yeah. The smell of weed in public is fucking wretched. I hate it.
It is vile. And it sticks everywhere.
Yeah.
It does go everywhere. All right.
Everywhere.
This next one could be controversial.
Ooh.
The entire Call of Duty franchise. It just needs to go. It just needs to go now. It's boring, okay? It's just really, really boring. It's the same shit every year. That Warzone is free. Warzone has easily one of the worst communities I have ever fucking seen. It is so fucking toxic and misogynistic. Not to say this alone in that field, because there are others, but from what I've seen as someone who used to mod Facebook groups and Twitter, like the people who play Warzone ain't the brightest. Ain't not the brightest.
No.
And usually the people who stream it as well, are the type of guys who look at people like Shroud or other big Call of Duty streamers like, oh yeah, I could do that, and then they don't realize how much work goes in behind. So then it's the whole finger pointing towards everyone else's problems as to why they're not growing. It's like, mate, you're just playing a fucking shit game. Just get over it. And it's just so boring. Like, even what went free a few months ago? Call of Duty Cold War went free a few months ago. And out of curiosity, I downloaded it because it was free and I tried it. And it's like, you need a fucking math degree from Harvard to create classes on there now. Like, it's not just a case of just putting a red dot sight or a stock or anything like that. No, it's like 5,000 different attachments for one gun. It's like, oh yeah, but this can give you plus 3% aiming speed, but this gives you plus like -4. It's like, what happens? Like, as a casual player, that shit is not welcome, dear. Like, if I was a casual COD player, God forbid, but if I was a casual COD player, I wouldn't want to come home and spend an hour of my precious time trying to go through fucking percentages as to what was good. I just want to log on, pick a fucking class, and just jump in, like. But like, it's gotten to the point now where like all the COD games now are just super sweaty. Like, you can't. The cat is dead for the casual gamer. Like, unless you're.
It's like I said with the fucking hacking and everything in the earlier ones.
Literally, like, unless you're willing, even as a casual player, unless you're willing to load up and prepare to play for $1 million every single game, just don't bother, because it's just not fun. It's really, really not fun. Plus, has anyone seen the size of the new COD game coming out?
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like 300 gig. Who the fuck is downloading that? So COD needs to go. It's oversaturated. It's full of incels. It's full of misogynists. Just send them over to somewhere else. Just disband the game. Disband the franchise. It's full of microtransactions anyway. It's an 18 game that's played by 10-year-olds screaming down the microphones, and then mum screams at them for screaming down the microphones. Just get rid of it. It'll be the FPS franchise will breathe a sigh of relief.
So it went into room 101.
Yes. Also, just as an added opinion, anyone that ever uses the excuse online of you would never survive in your COD lobbies, get in the bin as well, please.
Yes.
Like, do not say that, because that is celebrating racism, homophobia, or everything bad, okay? Just don't celebrate that shit. Don't say everyone wouldn't survive the old COD lobbies, because they are nothing to be celebrated. They were actually awful to be in. In the bin it goes. In the bin.
In the bin it went.
In the bin it goes. The entire franchise, every single game, gone. No more COD.
Right. Mine's a bit of a...
Oh, God. Go on.
Flaky friendships, including ones who ditch their friends the minute you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Yes. Yes.
And then come crawling back when they're single and lonely and realise you've got no friends left because you fucked them all off during the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't going to go anywhere. Fuck off, you Turnberger, is in my notes. I hate that.
Yeah, no.
Flaky friendships.
Yeah. They'll only want you for something. They only want to be friends with you because they know they can get something off you at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll string.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Like, I had that recently. Somebody came back at my life last year after he fucked us off for a girl. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Gave him a chance and he fucked us off again.
These people
by
never
being
learn.
a predator and then getting a girlfriend. Cyrus knows what I'm on about. So Cyrus has come at the right time because he got fucked off like that as well. I know nothing. You come at the right time. But yeah, I hate people who will ditch their friends the minute new fanny or dick comes along and then come crawling back when everything's got the pop.
I know a name. I know a
You
name.
know a name as well?
I know a name.
We've all got somebody like that in my life. And I used to give people chances, but I think these days I'm very much of a mind where get a fucking grip.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you aren't bolshy enough or smart enough to be able to balance a friendship with your relationship, then you don't deserve either.
No, I agree.
Right? I get that relationships need time and work and everything, but you need your friends as well because these are the people that are going to have your back when that shit falls apart.
Which it will.
Or when you go through... Yeah, a lot of the time it will. I'm not saying that everybody's relationships are built forever.
No, but
right? But those ones that are built forever are the ones that know where balance is.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
The ones that are built where you focus on nothing but the person that you're dating, that's when that shit falls apart.
And it's when they make their entire life around that person as well.
It's sad.
Entire life. And it's even funnier when, like, they change, like, the way they dress, their personality, where they go, where they hang out as well, overnight, simply for this one person. And then the moment that ends, it's all comes unraveled. Yeah.
I hate that. Flaky friendships can get in room 101 and people have voted yes. So flaky friendships
right.
and people who ditch their friends for gash that they're not getting go straight into room 101. Right? We know a fair few people like that. So
People who buy throne gifts for somebody across this pond while they leave their ex in $2,000 worth of debt. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud.
there is that one.
I said that out
There
loud.
is that one.
Yeah, there is that
We
one.
love you, Ray.
Yeah.
Right, we love you, Ray.
Love you, Ray.
Yeah,
We got your back,
but then
sister.
Cyrus knows somebody else who fucking buys gifts and sends money to gash overseas and's not gonna get anything. So I wonder.
Does it rhyme with dick? Or is he what? No, he's both really, isn't he?
But yes, flaky friendships have gone into room 1 or fucking
off they
one,
fucking
bitches.
go. You can't
Off they fucking go.
if you don't want to have the backup of your friends, just crack on, I guess. Really, I know it's a sad little Jane.
But don't go. Do you know what it is? If you cut people off, don't go crawling to the back of the people you cut off.
No.
Full of apologies.
Yeah.
Because you're on your own.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Once you cut that
Smells
rope,
like a you problem.
once you cut that rope, there's no splicing that back together. Oh, wasn't that funny? Fucking hell.
I swallowed as I laughed and it kind of came back up and went back down again. I was like, ugh.
Oh, Moz, isn't it? Interactive cutscenes in video games. So basically the entirety of Resident Evil 6, right?
Oh.
I can go in, right? Hey, I haven't played that game. I've endured that game, okay? That could fucking go in.
Like, do you mean like action video games like Resident Evil 6? Or do you mean, because we do actually have the interactive video games now, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Like Try to Become Human and The Quarry and
all the Telltale games.
Yeah, the Telltale
games, yeah.
And stuff like that. And like Man and Medan, the Dark Pictures anthology and stuff like that.
Detroit is a start. God of War. God of War technically does to an extent.
Yeah, it does.
Even the OG ones had them to an extent.
Although the second God of War, not the second one, but the Ragnarok one, because Semi get in the bin because I was so sick of hearing Atreus. Is that the kiddie's name?
Atreus, yeah.
Him. Yeah, fucking tell me what to do. I played the first game. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, Dad, maybe you need to aim up there. It's exactly what I'm fucking doing. Does your AI I just can't get the hang of it. Let us fucking figure it out. And then he keeps mocking us when I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. I can't cope with it.
This is jokingly put in, but I know if we were doing just a strictly gaming one, Kit would put Resident Evil 0 in before your heart even beats. Quicker than you can blink, it would go in.
Honestly, Resident Evil 0 can get in fucking room 101. I love Ari. It's my favourite fucking franchise, but Resident Evil 0 itself can just get in the bin. What a fucking trash-ass fucking video game that is, right? I'd rather eat a bag of dicks, right? I'd rather drink koala piss than play Resident Evil 0 again.
Oh, it could be cuddly though, koala piss. We'll warm it up for you.
Right. Yeah, they put a backseat and kid in the game. Stop it!
Oh.
God.
Backseat gamers when you're streaming.
Backseat.
Oh, you've experienced it. I haven't experienced it that much, only a little bit, mainly because I play DBD a bit more now. But if you're playing through a game, I don't mind backseat gaming if they say, oh, if you go in that room there's a secret in it. I don't mind that. The backseat gaming I'm referring to that can go away into the room is people who try to dictate to you how you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should go, oh yeah, but if you did this, like, especially with like something like Elden Ring or like any of the Souls games where you want to play it your way, because this, it's kind of like, obviously there's optimal builds now, but if you just want to play it your way and have fun, you play it your way, and it's people like, oh yeah, but you shouldn't be using that sword, it's not very good for your class. Who the fuck cares? If it's not good for my class, and that's the next challenge for me, then. You know what I mean? Like, we create our own challenges by just learning on the go. Like, people try to tell me how to play through Mass Effect, and I've spent about 2,000 to 3,000 hours in Mass Effect, and no one needs to tell me how to play that fucking game,
Yeah.
But like,
it's like when I was doing the no damage run of Resident Evil once.
Yeah.
This is a story. I was doing the no damage run of Resident Evil once. Now, bear in mind that no damage, hit this run, no damage or death, all that kind of stuff was in my tags in the bottom, and it said Resident Evil 2, Leon A standard, hitless attempts, right? And my splits were set for hitless, not time. I didn't have a timer on, and I had health bars at the top telling me my health and the enemy's health in the area. And some guy came in and said, you're 3 hours into the stream, you're not speedrunning very well. This is what you need to do if you want to speedrun. So I paused the game and I looked at the screen and I said his username and I went, can you read tags? Can you read titles? Can you see that I have a health bar and no damage splits? You do realise I am no damage running and speedrunning. Did you not think to read any of that before you came into this stream and start flapping your gums? And he never came back.
Oh,
I wonder why.
Funny that. English is hard to grasp, and reading is very hard to grasp for some people.
Yeah, especially when they get told to stop backseating and then refuse to acknowledge that they are actually backseating.
Yeah.
I hate that. I'm backseating.
But yeah, but if you play this way, it'd be easier for you. Yeah, but what if I don't want it fucking easier?
It's like I was saying about like the things like Elden Ring and stuff like that. Is play how you want to play.
Especially when it comes to RPG games as well. Like, it's a role-playing game. Who's playing the role? You. You play the role how you want to play the role.
But then they'll say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you." Well, let's find out why I shouldn't fucking do it.
Yeah,
Go
but
away.
now you said that, it sounds like a good idea. I'll fucking do it for the content, you know?
Yeah.
Bitch, I need content here.
that.
I'll generate it myself.
You want to know how to get this ending? Thanks for spoiling that there's another
thanks.
ending, but whatever. Right. Go away. I hate that.
People game how they choose. Well, you'd think that's
I know that.
That's why I played the worst playthrough of Detroit, and anyone who tried to tell me it. Jess, your playthrough of Detroit it triggers me. So the clip I saw Jessica play in Detroit, she was literally like, "Oh, I quite like this droid. She's nice, she is." And then 30 seconds later, proceeds to shoot her in the fucking head. She's like, "Oh well." She had the choice not to. You went from really you literally had the case of Konami in Resident Evil characters don't get attached to characters. You were literally Konamiing every character in Detroit. Any side characters and the main characters just not worth remembering.
Yes. Backseat game.
Are they going in room 101? Are they going?
Yeah, I definitely think it's ultimately backseat gamers are in room 101, bitch.
Good. Off they go. Be gone, wenches.
Off they right.
They do not belong here.
All right. My next one. Modern dating.
Okay.
Modern day dating, it's all done on apps. Nobody's fucking honest with each other. If you just want sex, say you just want sex. If you just want attention, don't want to meet anybody, you don't want sex, don't want a relationship, just tell people that you're just looking to chat and have a bit of attention. That's fine. Like, if you genuinely want a relationship, just say instead of like pussyfooting around. It's this whole thing about wasting people's time in modern dating that pisses me off. Right? I hate it. And I say it a lot. Like, one of my best friends, she was seeing a girl that seemed really lovely and everything like that, but ended up Charlotte said in her profile that she has kids, she's got animals, like she does this to that. She doesn't like kids and she doesn't like animals, but she still wanted to go on a date with her.
Why?
She's like,
why?
Why?
What was the point?
Like, there's an app for everything these days as well. Like, but yeah, I kind of think the modern dating industry is like, it's also, modern dating has also been like, it's just hard out there in regards to modern dating as well. Like, nobody's honest.
No.
And I'm saying this right now, I don't care. What's his fucking face can come for us, but men ain't shit sometimes, I'm telling you.
I see. That's where
fucking shit sometimes. Come on in.
That's where I'm glad that I found a woman that can actually tolerate me, and I was like, yeah, do you know what? You're actually worth my time. Good old Gem. She can tolerate me, so she's definitely worth it, you know.
But yeah, I feel like modern dating is such a difficult one to navigate.
There's so many apps.
Nobody's honest.
Well. There's so many apps.
So many apps. Like, you go on to Tinder to look for a relationship and everybody's just showing their willies and like trying to look for hookups and stuff like that.
It's also really shallow as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all based on appearance and stuff like that and whether or not you can get a quick shag out of it kind of thing. It's all my friends who use like Tinder and stuff are always complaining about how there's no good people on there. I'm not on dating apps. I don't use dating apps. I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You meet people organically, that's what I think.
Yeah.
You gotta click with somebody, you know, but like, yeah, no, I just feel like modern dating's been capitalized on massively. I know dating was always capitalized on cards, gifts, dinner, all that kind of stuff, but like, I just feel like the culture of modern dating is so difficult to navigate.
Yeah.
And I think it makes it harder for people who are neurodivergent or people who are genuinely want something out of something. But end up getting with nothing but fucking cunts out there who just want to shag. You get a lot of men who will lead a woman on for ages and then turn around and say, actually, I don't really want a relationship, but I do enjoy like sleeping with you.
Yeah.
But you've been sleeping with her for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, you're technically in a relationship with her, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, and this whole love bombing thing that men do as well.
What is that?
Like, men will literally tell you that you're perfect and amazing and everything and then just ditch you out of nowhere or ghost you.
Oh, that's not cool, man.
Nah, love bombs is a big thing. I had it with. Situationships are so toxic, and that's what I feel like is that there's no like clear boundaries on what people are wanting, and a lot of people end up in what they think is a relationship when they're seeing somebody, and the other person is like, "Oh, I'm just kind of sleeping with her. I'm sleeping with other people at the same time."
Yeah.
Like, I think, am I too old-fashioned here, people? By the way, modern dating's going to Room 101, yes! But am I too old-fashioned here into thinking, right, that if you start talking to one person, you maybe cut off everybody else that you're talking to just to see if this person could be the one. And then if it doesn't work, you just move on to the next. Instead of, like, talking to a million different people, like, getting into, like, something with a bunch of people and having to choose which one is your favourite.
Also, I think we can definitely relate to what Jess just put in chat as well.
Via Twitch, don't I get my community content money? Yeah, I feel you with that. Yeah.
We know a few people like that.
We know a few people like that.
Fairly recently as well.
I've unfortunately been victim to that. So.
Definitely know a few people like that, Jess.
Yeah.
And Jem, you're not just good for, you know. You are. I'm in trouble with.
You make good smoky bacon, apparently, Jem.
Yeah, you're cooking every one fucking bacon in chat, like, you know. But I will.
You make damn good smoky bacon sandwiches.
I will give it. She's offering bacon sandwiches to people that can fix my car, so it's a cheaper alternative for me to buy bacon and a whole fucking new car, like, you know. I will give just a quick shout out to my wife. If I didn't have her in my life, I wouldn't be sat here. So much love to Jem.
No.
Much love to Jem.
We do appreciate and love Jem, because if she wasn't around, we wouldn't have you around.
She's a mother hen to everyone. She is. She's gotten so bad, right? So every time she goes out with someone, she's like, text me when you're home because I'll worry otherwise. She's proper motherly like that. But now she's projected that onto me, so I'm the same now. Like, even with my mates, like, I'm going out, oh, text me when you're home. No, let me know you're safe. It was just coming out automatically. And what's really annoying as well is I lived a happy life not caring what number the volume was on. Now she is projected onto me that the volume has to be on an even number.
Yeah.
She's done that to me. I didn't care before, but she's done that to me because it actually gives her anxiety if it's on an odd number. She's done that to me.
TV on an odd number. I don't like it on an odd number. It has to be, but for me, it either has to be on a 5 or a 0.
Oh, her brother's like that.
Yeah,
that's what her brother does.
I wanted on multiples of 5.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was fine. Because most of the time I had my music volume on full blast, so it didn't really bother me. Like.
Yeah, no. Multiples of 5, I'll get the fuck out. Okay.
Well, what about multiples of 4?
Multiples of 5, I'll get the fuck out.
Multiples of 4? What's going on with that? Come on.
But yes, Jess, and I agree with Ghoul as well. Is that when you're a man on a date, that you get a lot of bots. You get a lot of bots on there, whereas if you're a woman, you end up with a lot of fuckboys. Like,
I remember a few. This is probably what modern day dating is now. There's a young couple on a date, and the only time that they talked was when the waiter or waitress came over to take what they wanted for food. The rest of the time, they were just glued to their phones. Didn't utter a word once the entire time, and they were there for like an hour. Like, imagine going out and not talking for an hour to someone across the table from you.
I couldn't do that.
That's fucking wild.
Couldn't do that. Like, I'm neurodivergent. I'm really awkward when I first meet somebody, but I would hope that I was comfortable enough around them to kind of like try and engage in a conversation with them. But if he was just sat on his phone, I'd literally text whoever was coming to get us, book a taxi or whatever, and I'd just be like, I'm just gonna nip the bathroom and then never go back.
Yeah.
Ban them on every date now, right? I don't need to see them ever again. Like.
Alright, Jem probably won't like this next suggestion, but oh well. Reality TV shows. Big Brother, Love Island, Made in Chelsea, anything else, they can all go in the bin. In the bin. Love Island is a toxic way to promote relationships. There's no getting around that at all. It promotes unrealistic Well, it's not so much unrealistic, but it doesn't exactly fill people a lot with body confidence because nobody on there has a shred of fat on them whatsoever. They all have to have six packs and they all have to be slender and below a certain size. So it doesn't promote anything positive whatsoever. Made in Chelsea is literally a reality show that's done by actors, but it's passed off as reality, and all they talk about is relationships, and nothing. It's no intelligent conversation going on, whatever. Same with the Kardashians, they can go in the bin. Same with the Real Housewives, they can all go in the bin. Same with whatever else, anything that promotes fucking anything that promotes is a reality TV show needs to go in the bin, because nothing about it is actually real, because everything is being fed. Oh my god.
I'm a big Made in Chelsea fan.
Oh, Priz, this is worse than the rappers. This is actually worse than the rappers. Are you kidding me?
But only until like a certain season, because like once some of the OG cast start leaving, I kind of switch off and I don't watch it anymore. But like, oh, I'm sorry, but when Spencer Matthews was in Made in Chelsea, it was at its peak, right? As soon as Spencer left, it kind of started to go downhill, and then as soon as Lucy left, it went even further downhill, right? But I don't care if it was toxic, there is nothing more fucking iconic than Spencer and Louise standing at the bridge in London, where Spencer says, "How do you expect me to have respect on you when you allow me to cheat on you?" Right? And just slaps him, right? That is peak reality TV show, and I won't fucking hear anything against it. Fight me.
I fucking will. I'm booking a train to Newcastle tomorrow.
Fucking fight it. Fucking throw punches at me, yeah? Right? I'm with Jem on this. No, I don't want to put reality TV in the bin. Some of it I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy things like Love Island and stuff, but oh my god, I loved Made in Chelsea in the early seasons, right? I still, when I feel really shit, I will put this reality TV show on from the early 2000s. It's on Amazon Prime and it's called Rock of Love with Bret Michaels.
Oh, fucking
right? And
hell.
it's Bret Michaels from Poison, one of the most washed rock stars of his generation,
Easily.
right? In a big house with like 13 women, and he has to eliminate them every week, right?
That's just a fucking Bachelor, but reversed.
Right? Oh, it was so trashy. There was like tits out. There was like also there was like rock star related challenges.
Yeah.
Album covers and write songs and stuff. Flavor Flav did it as well with Flavor of Love. There is nothing that beats the VH1 era of reality TV show, and whoever put reality TV in Room 101, get in the bin.
Is it gone in the Room 101?
It's gone
Get
Room 101.
in there, yes.
I'm sorry. Me and Jem are gonna sit with our fucking like tin of celebrations that we're going to throw the rappers back on. A bottle of rosé.
No.
Reality TV in Room 101.
No. You're not going to sit with a thing at celebrations because all the rappers will be fucking empty.
We have to make the rappers be a thing, no? So that's what me and Jem are going to do. We're going to sit with one bottle of rosé and one tin of celebrations and slowly pick away and just drop the rappers back in the tin, and we're going to watch reality TV together. Fight me.
Disgraceful behaviour. But before you go on to...
I love a good bit of reality TV.
Before you go on to the next one, though, Ghoul has suggested very interesting one.
Streamers that support XYZ until they've reached the views popularity they want in 10 years. That goes along with the same people that won't support other streamers until they've reached a certain amount of popularity as well. We do have a lot of, it's not so much the streamers, but a lot of viewers that tend to drop off if you get more popular because they don't like that. But it's streamers that are attracted to you the higher you grow.
All of a sudden, it's them leeching off your popularity. It's called streamer brain.
Streamer brain.
Streamer
but
brain.
I do get with the once you reach a certain view of popularity, and then they start to drop off, and they turn absolute turncoats as well and start bitching about you and everything because you overpass them at some point.
No, it is wrong though that certain people only take notice of other streamers when they hit a certain level, rather than seeing where they've come from and like watching their journey go up there. You're picking them up like midway through the journey, and then once you fit it can happen to like somewhat bigger streamers if they like help out someone smaller. And like just because they're associated with them, their numbers increase and whatever, and their exposure increases. And then for whatever reason, like that streamer that they helped out no longer associates with them. And then the next thing you know, like there's literally just a hate campaign against from that big one to the smaller one, and then they have the power to pretty much nullify that entire channel completely, because it just starts a hate campaign which spreads like wildfire, and then the fans of that streamer latch onto that and keep spreading that like wildfire as well.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I mean, you spoke about that as well, is that sometimes it's not a case of, oh, I ditched you because I got something out of you or whatever. It's a case of I realised what a shithouse human you actually fucking were.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I found out what a shithouse human you were, and I wanted nothing more to do with you after that.
Yeah.
Right? It had nothing to do with what I could gain from you or anything like that. It had everything to do with the fact that under the fucking covers, you are a fucking horrible person.
Yeah. There's a lot of it doesn't have to do with the fact that they're ungrateful. They probably are grateful for what you did for them in the first place, but like you said, they'll do something that they don't agree with, or they'll find something out about them they don't agree with, and they'll just want to disassociate. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. And you shouldn't, I will say this as well, is you shouldn't ever be vilified for wanting to take a step back from people for your own mental health.
No, you shouldn't.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah. You don't have to justify it either, but...
No. I think that's a big thing as well, is that you are expected to justify personal reasons for stepping back from things or stepping back from larger streamers and stuff like that. There are larger streamers that I used to support that I don't support anymore, and it's either because I saw something on social media that they posted that I didn't agree with, and then their behaviour after that went from there, or because I witnessed something in their chat that they didn't moderate properly and then they supported or fueled on or anything like that. I don't want to be part of a community where I could be at risk.
Yeah.
There was one guy, for the life of us, I can't remember who his fucking name was, but I clearly fucking, it was like right at the beginning of everything, and I remember going, he'd been lovely and supportive and everything for us back in 2021. Yeah. I wish I remembered what his name was. I don't think he even thinks he streams anymore, to be fair. And when I went into his stream, they were fucking shitting on women on the Twitch space.
Yeah. Like, it's just not
and
okay.
I just unfollowed and never went back.
But it's like you've said to me when we had that last chat, is you were solely responsible for cultivating the space that you have. So if you allow one behavior, you then lose all of your leverage if you ever want to speak out against that behavior in the future. So if say for instance I allowed someone who had a very negative view of women in general into my community, and I allow him to stay in that community, that instantly nullifies anything that I get to say about like defending women or defending or having a positive opinion of them in the future, because it can always go, yeah, but you got them in your community. You can't say this and have them in your community at the same time.
Yeah.
It just goes what you say. Like you said, you are the master of your own space.
You are cultivating the community that you want for yourself. Yeah. Right. And cultivate that how you must. If that means removing people from your community or removing yourself from things like that, that's fine. I get where it was coming from. I've seen it like plenty of years, like streamers using other streamers to climb and then forget about the streamers that help them and then climb up the next ones and stuff like that. It's unfortunately very common practice in the space. But more than often, a lot of that is blamed on, they were just using this for numbers kind of thing, when actually a lot of the time underneath the surface, they try to find out what a shithouse person they actually are.
Yeah. It's almost...
or there's been shithouse behaviour or something like that.
It borders on the line of S for S in some respects.
Yeah.
You know, which, is shitty behaviour in the first place, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Conversation for another day. Yeah.
Another podcast. Well, we'll do a stream over in podcast. It's fine.
Oh, fucking do it. Go on.
All right, my last Room 101 suggestion. This is something we've spoken about quite a bit in this, but this actually ties in with a couple of points that we've already made. But influencers in general as a career.
Yes.
You are setting unrealistic expectations for life and overconsumption of things like plastic tap mini toys.
Yes.
Right? That you will just put in the bin, and that will clog up the environment anyway. overconsumption of makeup. Nobody needs that much makeup. Right? And an overconsumption of things like clothes, bags, shoes.
Yes.
To the point where it's mass produced.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But also, some of it is way too expensive to keep up with, and you find that people will put themselves in debt to keep up with some influencers out there.
Yeah.
Because people breed parasocial relationships with certain influencers even though they never acknowledge they exist.
Yeah.
So they fuel an unrealistic expectation of life, an expensive way of life. Bear in mind that these influencers aren't earning enough money online to be sitting on a yacht in Dubai.
Yeah.
They're being bought.
Yeah.
Right? And that feeling overconsumption of products that you don't need an overconsumption of.
No. And it also, they're very clever in how they market it as well, and it's all about the wording they use for it, and they have such a huge sense of entitlement when they like walk into restaurants, like, oh, can we have the meal for free because I'm so and so, and the restaurant's like, no, you can fucking pay like everyone else, like. But it's usually when you like, and you know when they've hit the point where their growth is starting to stutter, because they'll do something controversial just to get a bit of publicity or a mention on Twitter, trend somewhere, because it's all about the hashtags for them as well, isn't it? It's all about how much they trend. It's like, oh, at me on this. I'm teamed up with so and so. At me on this. Go spend money on there because you get use my code because I get a kickback.
Use my
discount.
code.
Yeah.
And the fact that TikTok's even started doing a shop.
I never will buy anything off there. I don't trust them.
No, but here's the thing: is I saw somebody on TikTok advertising these She Glam lip balms, right? And they were like, it's like $13 or whatever, but if you buy it, I get a big commission kind of thing. If you go where they sell She Glam stuff, the lip balm is £3.
Jesus.
There's such a markup as well on TikTok.
You know.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But yeah, influencers need to get in the bin.
Temu's another I don't
Temu.
trust. Yeah. It's like Wish but worse at times.
Oh God, not Wish.
Like, they actually sell full on computer rigs on Temu. I would never.
On Temu?
Yeah, I would never.
Jesus.
That would burn the house down. It would short circuit everything on there.
Can you imagine?
But just like imagine now, right? You're a teenager and they go around class and what you want to be, and you tell the teacher, I want to be an influencer.
What happened the days of I want to be a vet or a firefighter, or I want to be a scientist or a doctor or a teacher, or...
Are there actually any... I'm just asking this as a general question. Are there actually any positive influencers who like fit into the mold of what Kit's described? Are there actually any positive influencers? Because I've yet to come across one. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but I'm yet to come across someone who actually projects positivity constantly and is like actually genuine, not just being positive just as a persona.
Well, I follow a lot of like paleontology and like shark science people on like YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There is a girl on Instagram. I wish I could remember what her name was, but I followed her. I followed her stuff. I wish I could find it. I don't know what it's called, but she actually she has set up a foundation where she teaches fishermen from like third world countries that fish for sharks.
Okay.
As part of like the cuts to sell it off to like Japan, China, and stuff like that, because they make money from doing that. Yeah. Instead, she's teaching them about shark conservation, not to fear sharks, and how they could set up their own tours.
That's cool.
And do shark tourism to bring tourism to their country as well, so that they could make more money and live better lives than selling shark meat to like China and Japan and make money that way. But yeah, I follow like paleontology stuff, and people just talk about like fucking new discoveries and everything like that. But I wouldn't necessarily say that they would fall under the influence, because to me, an influencer is not somebody like, I don't class myself as an influencer. I'm not sitting on the yacht in Dubai selling makeup, right? I'm not marking up fucking She Glam lip balms on fucking TikTok and expecting payback.
Yeah.
All I do is sit and play fucking video games on the internet and hope to God that people enjoy what I do, right? I wouldn't say that I was classed as an influencer. I don't class those people. To me, an influencer is somebody who like does the whole fucking shebang.
Like, subscribe, follow my shits.
Yeah, like, subscribe, follow my shit. Their entire description box is full of affiliate links and promo codes and stuff like that. Like, to me, that's what an influencer is.
Yeah. Business inquiries, email here. Yeah. No, I totally get that. But like, going on to like that foundation, like, you will never, that's something you'll never hear publicized anywhere, because it's not deemed as like marketable, newsworthy.
No.
But something like that should have it more exposure than what it's getting, because that's important.
It should.
We should protect the wildlife.
Yeah, we should be protecting wildlife more. There's another podcast. Let's talk about my passion for that. But yeah, I think that luckily it went into Room 101. Influencers should get in the bin. But I do think that the massive markup of overconsumption of tatty products, makeup, clothes, shoes, bags, all that kind of stuff. Like,
let's say
the big thing is like gambling as well. A lot of influencers influence people into like gambling stuff.
Their trends, like what they create as a trend, is usually very damaging to children as well.
Yeah. Like, all these young girls doing these dirty TikTok dances to dirty lyrics on fucking an app full of gross men.
And what's it all for? It's just for fucking likes. That's the sad part.
Likes, views, followers.
Yeah.
That creepy old 40-year-old that come into your fucking DMs.
Literally. He's 16. Or maybe it's Dr. Disrespect, who knows? He hasn't had his phone taken off him, so, you know, could easily,
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's influencing.
I mean, this is a guy who posted a picture of a fucking chessboard, but it had checkers pieces on it with chess pieces on the other side. Like, he's not very smart, is he? You know?
I think I know who Cyrus knew her. But yeah, no, like you've got all these like little 15, 16-year-old girls doing these TikTok dances, like the D'Amelio sisters. Only end up with like 40-year-old men being like gorgeous babes.
Yeah. It's
in the
really,
comment section.
The comments are vile.
And their parents become influenced by the money on it. That's the problem. You start cashing out your fucking kids.
Pimping out your kids for a fucking TikTok trend, and all of a sudden it's like, oh well, my morals are gone out the window. And then only when it blows up in the kid's face would the parents ever come out and say, yeah, we tried to tell her. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You were sat behind counting the cash coming in. Don't even bother.
Fucking weird people.
What's also bad about it as well is, like, if you ever walked through, like, just mind your own business, and you'll have someone tap on your shoulder and go, thought you just ruined my video. Like, because they film everywhere.
Never had that.
I've had that done to me. I've genuinely had that done to me. I was literally walking, I can't remember where I was walking now, but everywhere I walk, I have my headphones in, so I just pay attention to what's in front of me. Didn't even pay attention to what was going on around me. And I've fucking kids, probably like early 20s, following me down the thing. They were like, oh, you ruined my video. I was like, what video? It's like, oh, I'm filming back there for TikTok. I'm like, where? And it's like, it's crowded area. Right? It's a Saturday. It's a crowded area, and I was the one to walk through and ruin their video. And I'm like, why didn't you just film it somewhere else? And he's like, oh, we're trying to film for something. I was like, give a flying fuck, like.
You see all these people filming like TikToks in the center street of like fucking New York Times Square and everything like that.
Yeah, that genuinely.
Move out the fucking way.
But like, this is the thing now, right? Because they just assume that people are knowing. Oh yeah, they must be filming for TikTok. They expect people to just respect like what they're doing and just carry. Like, no, that's not how that works. I will walk wherever the fuck I want to walk, and if I ruin your video, it's tough shit. Like, you're clearly irrelevant because I don't know who the fuck you are anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this interaction ain't gonna change me. I ain't gonna go looking up for you and following you or anything. I'm just gonna fucking stay away from you, you know?
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, not coming to something any glory, babes, you know? I've had that. With, oh, Cyrus, don't even get me started with fucking people at the gym filming. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. There was one section of my gym sometime last year that no one was allowed to go into because the guy had literally come in with fucking like mobile studio lights, proper DSLR camera, filming some guy doing a fitness session with 2 girls. No one was allowed you couldn't even allowed to walk anywhere near it. It's because of fear of it would fears it would affect the sound because you walking past might get picked up on the camera. I'm like, I pay membership to come here. Like, if I want to walk into where they're filming because they're using something, like they're blocking something I want to use, I will use it. I don't give a fuck if you can fold me like a pretzel. I will still fucking use it. He don't pay to come here. I do.
You're in a public fucking place. Like, you're gonna expect other people are gonna be there.
If you want to film gym stuff in peace, get a private gym.
Exactly. Build your own.
Like, I'm sure your influencer money will pay for a gym in a house. Oh wait.
Exactly, right.
Use my code for 50% off. I get a kickback. I can be a bitch sometimes, you know. I can be a bitch.
We'll love it. We'll love it.
Right, my last one. Do I end on something controversial? Or do I?
You were a spicy one.
I have a few. I'm just trying to think of which one. You know me, Priz. You know me.
A spicy one.
Yeah. People who eat pizza with knives and forks. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, oh, that's a thing, Sai. That's a thing that I have witnessed with my own 2 blue eyeballs. That is something that I have witnessed. People eating pizza with knives and forks. That's why the pizza...
Hey guys, the poll is up. Get your votes in. That's a fucking... Who the fuck eats pizza with a knife and a fork?
I have witnessed it with my own eyeballs, okay?
That's fucking
my eyeballs do not lie. I have witnessed it, okay? Pizza is finger food, right? We all agree, pizza is finger food. So what do we eat pizzas with? Our fingers. Forks should not touch it. You cut it up, you put it on a plate, you pick it up and eat it. Forks and knives do not go anywhere near pizza, okay?
Nope.
Nowhere near. If anyone disagrees, you are banned from this channel. I'm sorry. That is a...
Mate, I was sitting here thinking about what I was going to order after this stream, and now you're just fucking
pizza.
Pizza. Not even going to use a knife and fork either. I'm going to use my bare hand.
And just to add on to it, and this does exist, and it exists everywhere, okay, on the internet, because it was actually an advert they put out. McDonald's put an advert out of a woman eating a Big Mac with a fucking knife and fork. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that fucking, like, fancy? Like, come on.
Yeah. That she eats a Big Mac with a knife and fork. Like, I want to stab her hand with the knife and the fork. Go throw up with Ray. Honest to God, sight. I will find the advert. I will send it to you, and you will rage at it because it is absolutely grim behavior that people would actually do that. They put it out there. It was an official McDonald's advert.
Oh God, no!
I'm not even joking. It was an official McDonald's advert that they put out. It was that they made a woman sit on a dining table with her 2 kids looking on in absolute disgust at their mother eating a Big Mac with a knife and fork. That's psychopath behavior. What have you found?
You're fancy over there.
Right, the way I talk? No way.
Nah, we're not unfortunately, we're not fancy over here.
I've
done that. I've eaten pizza with a knife and fork. It was only because the pizza wasn't already cut up.
Oh, Mars.
You're gonna mix. Yeah, you're gonna. Fuzz is gonna cry.
One of the good ones. You were the chosen one. What have you done, Mars? Mars, you and I need to have a long conversation, okay? You and I need a long conversation, my friends. That's actually broken my heart, that has. I don't know if I can cope with another one of this. You leave rappers in the thing. Mozzie is eating a pizza with a knife and fork. I don't know if I can cope. I don't know if I can cope with this anymore. The stress. You need to eat.
It's because I'm too lazy. That's all it is.
No. no. We've been over this. There's a way around that.
It's because I'm too lazy. No, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Like, I don't want, if I'm stuffed from my Christmas din-dins, I don't want to have to get up and go to the next room and put it in bed.
What if a solution is to undo the wrappers first, put them in the bin, and then you have put the chocolate tin in the fridge, and then they're nice and cool after you finish your Christmas din-dins?
I should just get a little bag next time, shouldn't I? Like, just a little bag, just so I can put me shit in there.
If I come up and see you and I find a celebrations tin with one wrapper in it, we're fighting.
So, Rule 101, you were more successful than me. I think you only had one, and I had like 3.
Which one of mine didn't get in?
It was something about cars.
Double parking.
I mean, was double parking.
I think it's double parking. I think.
Yeah. Maybe I lost like three. You bastards have kept duvet covers and garden gnomes around. Like.
What was the last thing we kept around?
Well,
garden gnomes, duvet covers.
Was it the Christmas music one?
No, Christmas music.
What was it, footballers?
That's it, the footballers. Yeah. That's it. I think people realise when if they're going to put them in, they actually realise they quite like watching football. So like, oh shit, I can't not watch the football. That was your problem.
But this is so much fun.
You wanted football fans.
Honestly,
I
went up against football fans.
Has it been good for therapy for you?
It has. I've had a couple of glasses of wine. I've had a bit of a rant event with my bestie and everybody in chat and everything like that. I've had a lot of fun. It's definitely what I needed after this week.
And I'm happy to give you the space to give it to provide you the space to have a rant.
This is also my first podcast officially as I came on board.
It is.
As a permanent member. This is my first podcast on the podcast. I'm very happy. Yeah. And I think I'm looking forward to like our future episodes and everything that we're going to be doing as well. Honestly.
So many.
Like, even if we've not got a topic, I feel like we could go on for hours about something.
Oh, we could shoot the shit for like 4 or 6 hours on absolute nonsense.
Oh God, yeah. God, yeah.
You know, it's the relationship we have. You know, I'm sure we could literally start a 4-hour conversation based off whatever's trending on Twitter.
Shammy, you can rant about a lot that's going on Twitter. I'm sure we could rant about a lot that's going on fucking Twitter.
What's going on the Twitter space right now? Oh, and I hate the internet again.
Yeah, that's basically what I do.
That's pretty much how that's going to go down. I am glad that you had fun, though, bestie.
So much fun.
It's been a blast. It's been an absolute blast. And I hope you guys have enjoyed having her on my channel again. You will be seeing more of her. Hopefully with less rappers in the celebrations, Tim, but that's a long ask.
We have talked, me and Fuzz have talked though about doing at least a monthly mental health check-in with everybody.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of a rant and a vent.
A rant and a vent.
A rant and a vent.
There you go.
Oh my God, this is already going to be end.
2 glasses in, she's already slurring her words.
A rant and event just about things that might be going on in everybody else's lives and stuff like that, and just venting off and everything. It's a safe space, and if anybody ever makes you feel unsafe, and you'll just ban them.
Yeah. Come to me, come to Priz, come to one of the mods. We'll ban them if they make you feel unsafe. Don't need to go into too much detail. If they make you feel uncomfortable, they're gone. Yeah. Absolutely gone.
They're gone.
This is your space.
This
is your space as much as it's mine, so I want to keep that space safe for you. Mm-hmm. And that's what we plan on doing.
Exactly. So we're looking at possibly a monthly mental health check-in and then just see where we go from there. Yep. Anytime we've maybe got a free night or something like that, I think we're going to jump on and just do a podcast where we shoot the shit or something that might be trending or something fun like this. We'll set up like a game or something like that. So we'll have to do like a Would I Lie to You or something.
Oh, Christ. The amount of shit that I could say. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
I need a few weeks to plan that as well, to just figure what
I think that'll take a couple of weeks to plan that. That'll be so fun.
Because I know that I know some shit that's happened in my life you probably wouldn't believe, and probably vice versa as well. So that could probably be like, holy fuck.
Much fun with that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
We could come up with little things like that. We do like a quiz night kind of thing.
I'm actually hosting the return of my quiz night next month.
Ooh.
Yeah, which Drew has never won in 4 attempts, by the way. And I make it very clear that he has not won in 4 attempts.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
No, it was like since the podcast started back up again, I have been having questions about a quiz night because people did like the quiz night. It is coming back. I can't say a date, but it is planned on coming back next month, but I can't say when. So if you want to be on it, Priz, you know.
I'll be on it. I don't give a shit. I'm not really smart, but yeah, I'll give it a good shot.
Well, you'll at least do better than Drew, so you won't finish last.
Exactly. I've been a chance.
But thank you very much for tonight, Priz. Thank you very much for joining. Go enjoy Scran. Go enjoy Scran. Don't tease yourself with watching it in the kitchen. Don't watch the updates. Just wait for it to knock. Wait for that knock on the door. And I'm sure I'll message you once I go offline or some shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll message you.
And
get out of this fucking course and get in my pajamas. Like, I've been fucking pulling this shit up all day.
Jump on your double bed in your queen size duvet. You can't. You get lost in.
Get lost in.
Nah, have a good weekend, lovely.